Bless. It's the Down to Earth Network, Down to Earth podcast on EQTV. And it's Sean Myrie with my brother Rastafari Samurai. And, we got this special episode, free loose cannon. Too bad he couldn't be here with us because, I chopped it up with him also. But we got a special guest representing, with the rest of the brothers. Par Draco, we chopped it up a couple times, down to earth in the West, and we got some other brothers, G Savage, and we got Hoodlum, right?
Yeah, IBM Hoodlum.
IBM Hoodlum. So just tell the people about yourself, like where you're from, where you represent, and then we're gonna continue with it. I would say, first, whoever, G Savage, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm from Moreno Valley, California,
Mm-hmm.
a little city in Riverside County. We've expanded a lot, but yeah, you want to know where I'm from? That's where I'm from. Yeah, I barely started touching the surface of this podcasting, so I'm getting my feet wet and being introduced to it by some very knowledgeable, well-spoken, real street official individuals. So it's like I'm enjoying the experience. You get what I'm saying? And just I got some things coming to the net too. You feel me? For the most part, I'm an open book though.
That's cool, yo. But IBM Hoodlum, where you representing from?
I'm from Cali. I'm originally from Cali, man, but my second home is out of Las Vegas, man. I grew up in California to the age of about 13, 14. We migrated to Vegas, fell into the gang banging life in Vegas, got connected with LUCE, and it was IBM from there, bro.
Respect. And Par Draco, representing Vegas. I know already.
Here, we here. We ain't even need no reintroduction. Let's go ahead and dive into it.
We're getting down to earth. I'm gonna just put the description out there. Like,
I just gotta say, two hype states, lit up states. You know what I'm saying? Straight up the West Coast. Pure respect.
West Coast love.
Pure
But
respect.
you know what?
You already know West up.
It could have been something better, but we know the situation is a very serious situation. It's a big situation, has a lot of background to it. Recently, what happened, Loose Cannon was on No Jumper, right? And he'd been on that platform a couple times. And, Whack 100, he's on No Jumper a lot. All the politics with people talking about, like, street politics, bringing up names like Big Useless. I'm going to say useless, like, right? And bringing up names like even Nipsey. And after that, it's flowing into other situations. I've seen this very big story on the social media, but it's bigger than that. It's been around for a long time. This is history, right? Especially in Cali, that area of Compton. Like, you guys are from the West Coast. You guys are from America. So you guys could give us more of a better insight, even though I got knowledge of certain things. It's better to get down to earth to the core, like people who's actually from there. It's like vice versa if you wanted to know something about Toronto, So who want to start? Par Draco.
Where are you from? Down to earth. Where you from, bro?
North Toronto, yo. North Toronto.
Toronto, Canada,
like
Ontario.
That's crazy. It sounds like I would think he was from the Caribbean or something. Bro.
Yeah, because our parents is Jamaican.
Background, right? Jamaican.
Right. So it's like a slang people use. Okay, check this. Let's give you guys this. Like, people who are not from the islands, just say from like Jamaica, and they're from up here, they use the Jamaican culture as like a slang. You get what I mean? Like words what we say. But to us it sounds like,
The
Like,
normal
you know,
thing.
it doesn't sound good. Like, you know, it doesn't sound good to us because they're trying to mimic it. You know, when someone's trying to mimic something, so it's like a
Right.
slang everyone uses: white, Chinese, any culture. The Jamaican culture, because it's been here for a while in Toronto, over probably good 60 years or so. A lot of other people who are not from that background just love us. I'll be
Put it
straight
this way.
up.
Put it
Toronto
this
people
way.
could hear this. You
Put,
know you love
yo, yo,
the
Sean,
culture.
put it this way. It's so bad that majority
Drake
of the time
uses it.
when you say your background is Caribbean, they're like, oh, you Jamaican? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm
so you
like,
don't even
whoa.
have to be from Jamaica, but the stereotype, are you Jamaican? So you could be from
Right.
Trinidad, you could be from Guyana, wherever, even Africa. Oh, are you Jamaican?
So do you guys fuck with Bob Marley?
Oh yeah, that's
What?
Okay,
culture,
just
yo.
making sure.
My pops was like a DJ. You see that thing in the
Right.
background? Earthquake
Right.
sound? Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, man. I like
Oh
him,
yeah.
bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
That's
I had a in California back when I was younger, man. I had a best friend. He was Tongan, and he was infatuated with Bob Marley. Like I didn't really know too much about Bob Marley growing up because I was so young. You feel me?
mhm.
Dealing with him, he laced me on everything. He wouldn't listen to nothing. He wouldn't show me nothing. Everything was strictly Bob Marley. So that's how I got laced on who
See
Bob
what you
Marley
just
is and
said
his
there
music.
about that your friend there? He's not even from
Right.
Jamaica, but that's
Right.
just like the thing. It's like in Cali when people look at like I would say I'm gonna go with, I'm not gonna say Tupac necessarily, but respect to Tupac, right? From Oakland.
Right.
I'm gonna say like Dr. Dre and Snoop. Like you see how Snoop listens to the funk, how the West Coast likes the funk, and
Right.
after they turned into gangster rap, the funk became the sound, is the culture. That's the culture, right? Even people who are
Right.
not uh black Americans, I'm talking like white Americans and Asians Americans, Spanish, they listen to the funk, right? Don't they listen to that soul music still,
Hmm.
right? Same thing with here. A lot of people, they listen to the reggae a lot, and with the hip hop, because a lot of Jamaicans in New York were part of, you know, the the whatever buildup of the culture back in the
Right.
day, right? So
Right.
just a little down to earth talking, but the real topic, you know what we're talking about. And I've seen a lot of people talking about it. And I don't know what you guys feel about this whole situation, because it's representing the West Coast, like it or not. It's what's going on, right? No Jumper, Whack 100, Loose Cannon. He been on there a lot. Even with this whole big U thing, you know, like
Right.
his name been scattered all around the place. I know a little bit of the history of West, because I like West Coast music, hip hop. Like people might think because we're from Toronto, we just listen to the East. No, we listen to a lot of West Coast stuff. So
To
even the
be honest,
culture,
that's how I started on listening to hip
me
hop. I
too.
listened
That's how I
to
started.
West Coast hip hop first, the gangster
Yeah,
Right.
rap
gangster
Right.
rap. That's how
at a young
people might
age
think
too.
it's Karis One. Respect to those guys and all that. We know the New York stuff too, but what got us was like NWA, Too Short, Ice Cube,
Spice One,
KT,
MC8.
Yeah.
Alcoholics.
Pretty much
I
the
could,
originators. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty much the originators,
E40.
man.
Like I know West Coast for a guy, you
Right.
know, guys up here, right? So what I'm saying, like even the gang culture, like we seen documentaries, everybody's seen it, but I really took it in, right, to see how other
Right.
black people are living all around the world, because my pops was one of those people to educate us. You get what I mean? Get down to earth, like how we're talking, right? Always
Right.
tell us about our culture and different places and how black people are living, and you know the whole politics and stuff like that. But what's going on now? I know Cali has a big gang culture, right? A
Right.
big gang culture, but people don't overstand it. They just look on it like through the lens of hip hop. But gang culture been even before hip hop was like had a name to it in Cali. And a lot of
Right.
these people been going on this man's platform, this white guy's platform called Adam 22. You know what I mean? And they've been looking at that man's platform. People been warning people about that man's platform, like it or not. He might want to play innocent, but I don't know.
Well,
What
I
you
mean, I
brothers
look
think
at
of
it
it?
like this.
Make you guys
With
cook.
Adam, see, with Adam is just you got to understand the perspective as far as No Jumper. No Jumper is a huge platform, and then when you got the face of No Jumper, Adam 22, people tend to lean towards, well, he's the problem. when it's just really it's a huge platform, and then look who's the face of it. So we can't really point the finger at Adam 22. We can only point fingers at the actions of, you know, what people do up there. Adam 22 honestly has opened up doors for a lot of people. A lot of people I know right now that we have relationships with, as far as the content, the music industry, whatever the case may be. We met them through Adam 22, you know. So we can't necessarily point the fingers, as he has a huge platform. I mean, you can change the color of his skin and it's still gonna be the same narrative over there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's just basically what it is. You know, he has a huge platform. All eyes are watching it. So anything that happens over there, people are gonna lock in. And you already know people have their own perspective, they have their own narrative, all that when it comes to Adam 22. So
Like I put it out there. What do you think about that, G Savage? Like about the whole no jumper and bringing like the culture of Cali, like the gang politics, really spotlight all through his platform.
I mean, pertaining to like the
he was
type of
just recently up
platform it
there.
is,
He just met Adam. He was up there today with Luce the day before the stuff happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So what
yeah,
do you think
pertaining
about
to,
like that pertaining to the culture? Like he's showcasing the culture of Cali, right? Of gang culture, and that's what I see from over here, right? Like a
I
lot
mean,
of
I pretty much agree with a lot of the things Hoodlum said, but on the flip side, I do look at like it's like the hip hop culture is the thing that I would look at it for. I don't really like look at it to understand what's going on in the gang world because the streets is something that should be left right there, in the streets instead of things being exposed on those type of platforms. You get what I'm saying? Unless it's just like you don't care about incriminating yourself or incriminating somebody else. For the most part, as far as what he has going on over there, if I would say hypothetically I was to be a part of that platform, whatever I do is going to be, I'm going to be the one that's going to have to face the music at the end of the day. Whether I'm exposing my homies or whether I'm exposing somebody else, you feel me, or they homies, and it's like, you're gonna be a reflection of the culture. And if you make yourself look bad, it can also make the culture look bad. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I won't blame Adam 22 for anything. I would just blame the individuals that's going there, like and exposing too much. You feel me? And that's on any platform. Like, it's if you utilizing something as a stepping stone to get your name and face out there, and you doing something to bring exposure to your community, to the culture, what have you. Like, I don't really see nothing wrong with it. But if you just doing too much, you ain't really laced properly, and it's like what's in the dark. I mean, whatever you putting out there, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. You get what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
you can't really blame nobody but yourself, for being gang goofy.
but you know what? I used to see that like give that a pass fully before, right? But us doing content ourselves, and in our city we have a similar atmosphere like what you're saying, right? But if Adam 22, I would give him a full pass if he was interviewing, because there's a certain level to it. Respect to Adam 22, but most of the time he's showcasing to me, and this down to earth. He's trying to explode, exploit
Boy,
the gang culture of Cali and black people, because this is what I'm gonna say, right? How much artists do I see him interview talking about their music? You get what I mean? I
I
don't
mean,
see him bringing on
if
artists actually saying, talking about the history of how they started being an artist versus the whole what we call the mix up here versus like the clout and all the politics. I don't see, like, just
I
for
think it depends
example.
on if you delve into like, watching a whole 3-4 hour podcast. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it might be some things you miss or you watching clickbait
no,
because
yeah.
I'm not taking up for him, but that's with any podcast. If you just watching clips, you ain't gonna really get the full scope of somebody that's doing the interview or somebody's journalism. They're
No,
they're
I
they're
see what he does. I see that how he cooks, because controversy does sell and gets the views, and people love the controversy. I'm just saying that the balance, right? Because there's platforms like that up here too. But the problem is there's not enough balance of focusing on, just say, for example, this female rapper came on his show like Sexy Red. I haven't seen a Sexy Red on his show. I haven't seen some caliber of person like that as an artist. If it's a hip hop platform, I'm just saying you could be a podcaster, whatever you want. But if you say you're hip hop, because me and my brother have put this out there, right? Even in Toronto,
Yeah.
why are you not focusing on the actual art and you
I
just
mean, I've
talking
seen
about
Stunner
the craft?
Girl up there. I've seen some artists that's up there. You get what I'm saying? I don't
Mm,
really watch it so much now, but I would look at it like if somebody's a journalist, I would look. I wouldn't blame the journalist more so than I would blame the individual being interviewed if they happen to allow somebody to exploit them. That's why, like, when it comes to podcasting, I look
mm.
at it as it should be for people that already been like if they focusing on people that's been in the streets or whatever, like
Yeah,
not the young. You get what I'm saying? Unless they artists, they actually focusing on the art, the the hip hop culture. But like when it comes to certain aspects. I think like young dudes or anybody that's inexperienced in the streets or whatever, like you should have somebody there with you because it's do's and don'ts to when
I like
you
that. What
know
you
being
saying? That's a big gem
yeah
you
like
said.
you should have somebody there with you. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't really have the experience to know what to say and what not to say because we all need
Mm.
guidance and we all need teachers. You get what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
like
people
what
Right.
you
that
said there,
actually
man. I like what, because there's some people who come on platforms even in Toronto and they say they need somebody really there with them, right? I'm just saying they need somebody there with them and they just say all types of shit and incriminate themselves. You get what I
Right.
mean?
yeah.
So I'm
As a podcast, so wait a minute, as a podcaster, we should be having a responsibility on the content what we put out.
because you know what
I
we say? You know what me and my
I'm
brother
not
will say?
disagreeing.
You know what me and my brother would say? But I'm gonna let Draco come into this too. You know what me and my brother would say? A man comes in and he says, "Yo, I was doing this. Yo,
Yep,
I don't want to hear nothing about that.
yep.
Tell me about what you're doing right now. I don't want to hear about
There's
that business."
there's been
You get
many
what I mean?
times. There's been many times that we had to interrupt them and say like, "Yo, you know, I served a little or this so and so." I go, "Yeah, you know
That's
that's
good.
cool, you know." But I'd be like, "Yo, like, we want to talk about the
Yeah.
journey of the music you're talking. You know what you're, you
Hmm.
know, whatever. We're focusing on that. We don't want to focus on that clout. You get what I'm saying? Straight
Yeah.
up.
Because, yo, believe it or not, Toronto itself, like how you would say Compton or Oakland or different whatever, wherever, right? Or Watts. In Toronto, when you get into that politics, a man talking about that, or he might be talking about another man like smoking on my ops, that
Yeah,
just creates this whole situation. You get what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
In the streets. That's why a lot of these artists from Toronto, they can't perform anywhere. The
Now
ones
you
who they
understand.
the ones who they promote the most on all these pages and blogs, the guys who get all the numbers on YouTube from Toronto, right? Besides the Drakes who you guys know, these guys can't go perform nowhere. You know why? Because all they do is go online, is make these tracks from about each other's neighborhoods. So
Mhm.
none
Right.
of these guys you ever see out. They don't go to the clubs. They don't go to any shows. You know where they go? They leave Ontario. That would be like our state. They leave Ontario and go to another place like Montreal, Vancouver, where none of their people are, and that's where they get their money or they perform. It's the same.
Yeah,
So I'm
they not
saying,
real
isn't it?
trench babies. They not people that
Right.
like it's just internet, you know, internet soldiers. You get what I'm saying? Like the individuals I associate myself with, you feel me? We really be outside and we really done been outside. So it's like if they ain't outside now, they already got their history. You can't make nobody be outside that don't already live that lifestyle. So now it's like I wouldn't be mad at somebody that's already like been in the
Mm.
streets, whether it's gangbanging or just lived a certain life where they done been hustling or they done been in the music industry or they done been there, done that. It's like, why would you get mad if they try to capitalize off of something that they experienced and they lived and they should be able to tell their story?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Don't
even
get mad. Make them tell you. Make them tell the story. But the only problem is there needs a there needs to be a balance.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You get
well,
what I mean?
the balance is this. All right, did they come on the podcast to talk about their ops, or did they come on the
Or they come on the
podcast to talk
podcast to
about
talk about their
their
business,
music, their
which
business,
is
or
business,
like like
right?
what's real here? You know?
I mean, you got to understand. Just going back to what you said, man. That the internet feeds off negativity. So when
Hmm.
you think about these podcasts, right? when it comes to these podcasts, they're the one that's running the podcast are thinking about majority of the time they're thinking about the number. Okay, what's gonna hit, what's gonna bring the most views, stuff like that. So
Yep.
we're actually putting in perspective, talking about music, talking about gang politics. Draco, when I laced you on how this shit work, right? What did I tell you? What hit more than anything?
Gang shit.
Gang shit. So this is what people are infatuated with. The whole world is infatuated with gang politics. So I feel like when it comes to the way No Jumper works, they feed off of the number. Okay, we know we will get a certain amount of numbers if we allow a certain amount of shit to be said when we're on this, this platform, versus somebody going up there promoting their music. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like the way they run it is there for a reason, because they know it's money behind it. I really think that if the views didn't get you paid, I guarantee there'd probably be a whole different situation at No Jumper.
So, Part Draco, respect to Whack. How did you get to know Whack? Because Whack is a big entity for No Jumper. I believe he brings the spice. He's the one bringing the spice.
Well, hold on. Let me clear the air because I don't want to be on this nigga bad side already. He talking shit. He already be talking crazy to my homie over here, Hood. So I'm gonna try to keep this as clean as possible.
Let me tell you something. Coming from the 6, Whack, you're good, man. He's gonna bless you because people from Toronto are hating on Whack. There's craziness going back and forth. It's funny that we're talking. A lot of stuff is going back and forth from Toronto right now to over there. And some of these people we don't care to mention from here, who's doing all types of shit, internet shit. But Whack, respect, he put us up, post us up on his page. Most people down here, they act like the shit don't stink, right? And Down to Earth is on Whack's page. So respect to him.
I give Whack his credit in that situation. I can give him his credit in that situation.
Let me say something.
He opened up doors for other people. He do.
I'm gonna give him his credit on that. I'm gonna definitely give him his credit on that. But I'm gonna say this: in our recent actions with him, for me and him, I'm a very diplomatic type of person. You know what I'm saying? So he a troller. So we're gonna keep it at the trolling. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of the stuff that he do, that Whack does for, Clubhouse and all that other stuff, and No Jumper, it's all for algorithms. I don't take none of the shit serious. Hood had to put me on game. I'm serious. Listen, there's a verse I think the game did where he said, "Nigga, he went on a boat to meet Dr. Dre,"
Right.
and Dr. Dre said something to 50 about he think the Game brought a gun on the boat with him.
Gun on the boat.
I'm
Yep,
that
exactly
nigga. I'm Game bringing the gun on the boat. I'm that nigga because I don't know if this is real or not. So
I think that was the Born to Rap album.
There you go.
If I'm not mistaken.
That specific line, that's me. I'm Game. Hood would be 50 Cent, and Dr. Dre would be Dr. Dre. Telling this nigga, yo, what's up with this nigga? Well, nigga, he don't know. He don't know what's going on. So when you get that behind the scenes coaching on certain stuff and how niggas is moving, and you end up seeing the light on certain stuff. So thank you, Wack. Appreciate it. Thank you for the little doors that you open for certain people and all that good stuff.
You know what I think? People are confused with Wack is where he's from. So that's the another you say thing, because people don't know where he's from. We just know he's from LA. That's all we see. My description: he's from LA. He reps the red rag, right? He's Game's manager now. I just recently found out that. I didn't even know he was Game's manager, right?
What?
But I know
for a long time.
But I know that Game's brother, the name is similar. He is Game's brother is what?
All right. Yeah, Phase 100. So
Phase
listen,
100.
The whole situation, him and Wack right now are currently feuding because the 100 ENT that Wack got,
I heard about that.
The Game's brother originally had that. It was just spelled a little differently. So when
I remember that.
Wack came with the 100 ENT, Big Phase felt like he stepped on his toes. But a lot of people don't know that Wack. It was just Wack. Wack 100 came from him trying to find a Instagram name. When you write an Instagram name, a lot of it was supposed to be WAC 1000. That's what he's gonna make it.
That's
And it
exactly
was
what he said it was
unavailable.
gonna be.
So he went over
That's
to
it.
WAC 100 and it was available. He stuck with it. So when he created the 100 ENT, Game Brother felt like, well, wait a minute, 100 ENT is my shit. But Big Face, he spelled it a little differently. You know what I mean? So WAC felt like, well, you don't even spell it like me, so I'm running with this. So that's where that issue came between Game Brother and WAC.
So where's WAC from? Inglewood?
He's from Pacoima in the
So he's
Valley.
from the Valley. See,
Right.
when you say the Valley, to me, right?
Right.
The Valley's like the outskirts of, what I say, LA, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's like where we're from. I'm not
Right.
giving away it to all the people in the six, but that's
Right.
similar like us. We're right at the border to the six.
Right. I mean, that
You
pretty
know,
much don't change nothing. People look at, the outskirts of LA cities and try to demise it. Nah, it get active all around Cali, bro. It don't matter
yeah,
what part of
yeah.
Cali you're in. So,
I know. We done our research, but
right.
we the North Side boys. You know what? When you see me go say the North Side, we the real North Side, up
Right.
north, the North Side. But yo, whack to me though. Still, he's doing the work. I know the algorithms. I know that whole game, right? And I look on it like Hollywood. People got to
Right.
look on it like Hollywood, right? It's part of the culture. When like what we see when you guys see the Valley, you guys see these different places, but we just see LA and California. This is all the
Right.
same to us. Like on the giving you someone's point of view who might be from here. We just saying it's LA, California, but the people who have more a little bit more knowledge, like us, it'll be like Compton, Oakland, the Watts. You get what I mean? Long Beach, because we do our research, a little research, right?
Right.
But for a person like me, if you say, "Oh, I'm from anywhere other than from where I'm from," I would take it at like offensively unless you was just ignorant. But if you choosing to just be like, "Well, I don't care," I still look at it like it's just LA. Like,
Oh
nah,
yeah,
we
Right.
Merino Valley. You feel me? We like our own country. We like our own. You feel me? Like we look at it way different. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like I don't. I'm not taking offense to it now, but just to like break that down to you, like I would never want to be from anywhere other than where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I live in LA County right now, but like that's not where my roots is at. Like I got family, my mom and pops from out
Mm,
here, but at the end of the day, I'm from Reno Valley, homegrown. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I represent. Murder Valley, like that's
Right.
it's not just on me, it's in me. You get what I'm saying? Like I done
respect.
been from the county to the pen to the streets to the different countries. You feel me? I've been all over with the same stuff, and that's the narrative that I'm a rock with. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not so
Right.
much as proud of it, but it's like
It's
I'm glad to
culture,
be where I'm from. You get what I'm saying? Like
culture.
I'm not one of them people to be like, oh, if I make it big, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I'm from LA. Like I'm from Reno Valley. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how we rocking. That's we got a lot of talent out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we got homies that Mr. Freeze. We got homies that got jewelry short stores. You get what I'm saying? Homies that
Mm.
got clothing lines, spark plugs. You feel me? We can spark your vision. We got Trench Baby. We got Bravado clothing. You get what I'm saying? We got luxuryism. We got homies that it's people from Reno
Entrepreneurs, yo.
Valley that's in the NBA. Like I'll be proud of hearing stuff like that. Kawhi Leonard. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
like
Right.
we got people that's monumental in the music industry and like we just I'm just like for me personally I would rather shed light on where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that I'm doing personally. Like, oh yeah, what you got going on? Oh man, me right now, like, oh, I'm doing this boxing event. You feel me? I'm getting sponsored by Tournament House. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? MMA gym. I got this going on. I'm tapped in with these individuals. This hood's
Hustle.
over here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to I'm trying to inspire the youth to do something different. You get what I'm saying? I'm rubbing elbows with LUCE Cannon, with IBM Hoodlum, with Par Draco. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm over here doing something to where it's like I'm I'd rather develop network and develop resources and have a powerful impact on everybody I come into contact with. So it's like I don't really care about like the negative aspects of things, but
Mm.
if that come my way, I'm gonna just run over it. You get what I'm saying? Like or brush it off like it's nothing that's beneath me because I don't really have time to be like bashing another man, especially if I don't know him. Like you feel me? Shout out to whoever. You get what I'm saying? Like I wish you the best, but if you hate on me, you just making me feel like I'm doing something right. That's how I see a lot of things. You
I
know what I'm
like that,
saying? Like
yo. Bless up to my other brother T Rails, yo, from the Down to Earth
salute, salute.
families in the house, yo. So, yo, really
What up?
now,
What it do?
there's a lot of things going on, like I mentioned. Like, how did this all happen, yo? Like this whole thing with this whole raid business. What I'm hearing, how did this all happen? Because I hear about it, but I don't know the full picture. I'll be honest.
I mean, we're still all mind boggled by it because we didn't know the homies even involved in this. This literally came out of nowhere. He didn't even know. You know what I mean? So it literally blindsided the whole team. You feel me? I was literally on the phone with it when it happened, bro. So, you know, when we go through stuff like this, all we can do is, regroup, uh, and figure it out, and that's the stages we in right now is figuring it out, as far as canon goes. You know what I mean? We 100% support the homie. We gonna go hard for him no matter what. But like I said, it all blindsided us. We didn't know anything about this situation. Of course, we all heard what Whack 100 and 600 was putting out on the internet, and we thought, I mean, anybody looking in was like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So when it happened, we like, okay, boom, I got some info from G Savage. They hit Big U house. We left it at that. And then when they dropped that bulletin and it had the pictures, we like, what the fuck? Why the homie on there? And boom, within 30 minutes of that shit popping up, they hit the homie. And that was that. So we still confused about the whole situation.
I got a question. I got a question. Does it got anything to do with no jumper at all?
Honestly, no. They're trying to use the no jumper situation to not give him bail. They're trying to say, see how the court system works. They will look at your past, your history, and what they know about you, and they'll use it against you to say, okay, well, if we give this guy bond, if he's on the street, look at his past, he can be a threat to society. So he's not being charged with anything that has to do with no jumper, but they're using that against him currently to say, well, this dude's violent. Okay. We can't let this dude down the street. But remember, he's in Nevada at the time, so that's Nevada. He has to get extradited to California. California might be a different ball game, but Nevada, they have certain little slick statutes and stuff they have implemented in their laws that will prohibit a bond from being, given to them because of this or that. California might be a little different, so we're waiting on him to have a hearing in California for a bond hearing. Whatever the case may be, we are 100% behind, and we riding with it the whole time.
So, as you mentioned, like they're trying to use a podcast, because I'm seeing that in the description when people are talking, right? They're trying to use no jumper. So I don't think it's necessarily that, because they probably were watching all social media. Anything where LUCE was on, they were watching all stuff. So really, they're just to me, what I see, they're just making up their own shit. Like they wanna, like, we're living in a time where people will even bend, like they always bend the rules, but they're showing it in front of you. They're saying that they're basing all this shit off of is a program pod. So they probably lost I wish I was his lawyer. They lost the case already. You know why? Because they don't know. I'm just gonna say, if Adam 22 made it scripted, he could say I script the shit sometimes.
Right.
When someone makes up something added to a show, because we don't do that. We're
entertainment, pretty much. Right.
So, that shit, if they're using that, they lost. They better have something better than that.
That's why I said earlier about differentiating between the real from the fake.
Yeah.
That shit that's on no jumper, I did a whole little playlist on my fucking channel called What's on the Internet. Internet is on the Internet.
Yeah.
Again, some of the stuff that has come across my table, I had to call Hoodlum and get that behind the scenes. What's up, bro?
I put it to you like this.
I move different.
85% of what you see on the internet be plays, bro.
It be just plays.
I know firsthand. People only see what they see on the internet. When you dealing with this shit firsthand and you dealing with the people that's involved in it, you know what I mean? So going back to what you said, that can be a reason why he can get off on this whole situation, not guilty. Like, this is all entertainment at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So,
well, you know what I believe, because he will get off. I'm not saying he could. He will get off.
Right.
This just caused like a chain reaction to anybody who's associated in certain type of ways. So the Big U thing, right?
Right.
This probably opened up something for them to view Big U and his situation and it's coming with more situations. But what I feel is, if you're using that podcast and you're using that man's platform, I don't think it's gonna work.
Right.
They're losing if they're using Adam No Jumper. They're gonna lose. People may think
My
not,
big
but
thing
they're gonna
is,
lose.
how do y'all feel about this with this situation at hand? Do you think that is going to affect No Jumper? Do you think people are going to more than likely stay
No,
away from it?
what?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
it's gonna
no,
affect.
no. People are
You don't
gonna
think
go
so?
on. No, no. This is why I think. Okay, go on, Rose. Go. Say what you're saying.
Niggas
In
going
a
on there
negative, I
more.
don't think it's gonna affect it in a negative way. That's what I'm saying. Like
No.
I see it affecting it in a positive, well, for their business, right? In a positive way, like what Draco was saying. It's gonna blow. It's gonna get more attention
Yes.
because the
Yes.
internet, like y'all said, the internet feeds off of negativity. That's the
Right.
algorithm. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
listen, Hood. Let me tell you, I remember when I was doing these little classes for acting, right? I
Right.
remember somebody was saying with this type of stuff that's going on, niggas is like, bro, you really have people that sit back, they will wake up, put a whole little play together.
Hmm.
The other person might not even know what the play is, but you
Right.
got 30 dudes in on it. Somebody get hurt.
Yeah.
Then what? Then what, bro?
Right.
We see it happen all the time. That's why I be saying that behind the scenes, bro. I'm telling you, you got to know what's going on because there's really people out here willing to. Hold on, bro. Did he say woo woo? Oh,
Right.
okay, all right. When he get here, there ain't even no internet coming from this side of the party, but it's a lot
Mm.
of internet coming from this side of the party. You
And
see,
that's why this is the mix-up, what we call the mix-up. What ends up happening, because when we see these, a lot of people see these actions from over here, and we don't know all the politics over there. We see it like people will say, "Wait, Adam 22 probably is working for the feds. He's working for the what we will call the them, or even whack." People are saying that a lot, but I don't agree with whatever these people are saying. Right? They'll be saying
Mm.
whack is a fed. There's
Right.
certain individuals who are saying that, not giving them no spotlight, but they, they're all on the net with Kanye West. That's all I gotta say, right?
Mm.
You look that up. Who's on the net with Kanye West, right? So when you have people like that, Adam 22 gets the attention, but I'm just thinking that it's a lot of stuff going on at one time, because all this stuff what's going on, a lot of stuff is going on up here too. With even the
Right.
Drake's shit too.
look, let me say this, bro. With everything going on, two part to this. So with all this going on with the raids and all this stuff, and then them including No Jumper, like I said earlier, this just shot No Jumper up through the roof. I don't bad or good for Adam. Now you're gonna have somebody plotting like, oh man, dude, No Jumper putting people in jail. Oh, somebody career finna go through the roof. Somebody finna sacrifice their mama for this. I'm telling you,
Right.
bro. But and then you got the other part, the algorithms for the business, bro. Some people might be like, you know what? It might be real chain events probably happening behind the scenes on this, and some people are okay with what's going on. Some people are probably like Adam. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. Let's get this part out here. There's nothing wrong with what Adam's doing.
Right.
No Jumper is No Jumper. Adam's doing what he's supposed to be doing. All he's doing
Yo,
is asking questions.
it's interesting hearing you guys say that. Respect, but it's funny because I see like other platforms, and we will say this: other brothers and sisters, Black Americans on the other side too. Like for example, you will get like I was on the other day with like a Lord Jamar, right? And he will
Right.
be called saying Adam 22. You know who he's gonna say about Adam 22, right? He'll be ripping him the Farrakhan way. So I see even that side too. So there's still a big population who don't, or they do watch it, but they're like what you would call hating on it, or maybe they just don't like it. I heard it's interesting to hear it, because people still call like, yo, that is ruining our community, or he's pimping black people, and that type of talk. I
Okay, so hold on, wait. Let me say this. Now,
I'm gonna chime in after
I,
you.
okay. I want to say this because I'm gonna give a little credit to Wack on this because Wack just recently said this. I'm gonna give him some credit on this. You can't again. This is gonna stem with the journalist, the person who's dealing with the individual. When you was saying earlier about that balance and directing the questions, are we not asking the question of who we're dealing with before we get on the camera? It's nobody doing self check before they get on the camera. So you got 19-year-olds on here. Now this is falling back on some of what No Jumper was doing before with the artists. You got these 19, 20, 21-year-old kids. They're growing up in the trenches. They got a rough life. Some of them probably took some quick money so they can get the fuck out of there. Some of them probably was really trying. I'm keeping it real. Some of them was probably really trying. And then you got the other ones. Oh shit. Just got maybe 100,000. Fucked up ass 7-10 year deal. Done bought guns for the block. You know what I'm saying? Adam just asking questions. Well, shit, you gotta. I'm just saying, this is how Adam will be. Well, damn, I see you brought your crew with you. That one question to stem with, oh yeah, man, the homie right here, OTW, Doughboy, man, that's the shooter of the block right there. Nigga got 10 hats. We didn't need to know none of that, dog. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You just dropped this mixtape. It's called Serve Drip Serve. I don't know, but it's hard. We want to talk about that. These dudes is doing this to themselves, bro. This has nothing to do with
no self-awareness, basically.
I was gonna chime in. Let me chime in on that, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
He was like he pimping these dudes. If you got a pimp and you got a worker, we just gonna call him or her a worker. You got a worker. She had to fall for that game. You feel me? Like even if it's manipulation, she fell for it. So it's like you gotta blame the individual that fell for it before you blame the person that's actually trying to pimp them out because it's like shit. You should know what's going on before you sign on the dotted line with anything. You feel me? Don't go in the situation ass first because then the responsibility is on you. You a mature individual. You supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just being gang goofy. Even in the music industry, people signing these 360 deals or whatever they call. You doing all this like you feel me? You think you finna touch all that money, but really everything they doing is you paying that all that money. You probably seeing 13 cents on the dollar. You get what I'm saying? You don't know however it go, but it's like you still got to pay the management, you still got to pay the record label, you still got to pay for these trips and these hotels and these studio sessions and all. Like it's stuff that come along with it. So it's like if you don't know the fine details or whatever, like if I get on the show, if I'm a part of IBM and then IBM, I feel like damn IBM pimping me like, and I allow it to continue to progressively get worse or like like I'm allowing myself to digress. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm selling my soul just for $1. I'm not allowing myself to be. You get what I'm saying? It's like like with anything, whether it's politics or it's activism or anything. It's like you putting yourself out there. You feel me? Like if you allow somebody to take advantage of you, we could do that with family, friends, everybody. Sometimes we know people taking advantage of us, but they can only go so far. But at the same time, it's like if you allow that to happen to you, then you're a willing participant in being a hoe. You feel me? Like you're a willing participant in being a prostitute. Now it's like the manipulation might make it worse to where you feel me the Stockholm syndrome come in and all the X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Getting deeper into it, but it's like not to compare it to you feel me like stuff like that. But at the end of the day, just based off what you said with the pimping and shit like that, I feel like if I go on a platform and I allow somebody to use me and I'm not getting nothing out of it, I may be using them back. You know what I'm saying? Like we using each other. You feel me to get our agendas done. Now it may just happen that your agenda is on a grander scale than mine. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you winning all the way around, and I'm just getting crumbs. But I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like on a lower level. You get what I'm saying? Like damn, like then when I start being exposed.
Shit.
Yeah, when I start getting exposed to different things and talking to different people, my senses is heightened, and I'm starting to see things from from an elephant, that's like, damn, I'm on some bum shit. Like I'm on some low to the ground ant type shit. Like I need to like, you feel me? Like give it to
Mm-hmm.
community and get around individuals that's gonna help me think, on a higher level. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like I really would blame myself. You feel me? If I put myself in a situation, whether it's with being a gang member that went out ass backwards, or being a, you feel me, businessman that who business failed, or it's being it. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take the accountability because that's manhood to me. You feel me?
Right.
Accountability is something that's big. So if you wasn't taught that in your household or in your community, in your hood, wherever you want to have it, your tribe, if you ain't taught that accountability, then it's like shit, you need to do some soul searching and go on that journey, you feel me, and be around people that's really gonna go lace your boots, you feel me, and tighten you up because I feel like, that'll fall on whoever raised you or the people that you surrounding yourself around. They don't really give too much a damn about you if they gonna allow you to go out like that. If I'm saying
Right.
something that's gonna bring a bad image to myself and shed a bad light on where I come from, then it's like shit, I hope my people in my community, my elders or my peers would correct me, you feel me? Even if it's just when we together, opposed to doing it in front of everybody, like, look, bro, that was wrong. You feel me? Like you went about that situation and you put a bad image, you was a bad example on how we trying to carry ourselves out here, X, Y, and Z, you get what I'm saying? But like not to take it all over the place, but yeah, I
Yeah,
just see things a little
that's
bit
down to
different.
earth, yo. Russ, wait,
Hey,
what
integrity, man.
question?
That's exactly what it all came down to, family.
Yeah,
Integrity,
principles, you gotta have morals and
principalities.
you feel me? Like if you don't stand on principles, then it's like, yeah, who raised you?
Right.
It's true.
Integrity.
Who raised?
Yeah.
Principles.
Who
Yeah,
raised
who
us?
Russ,
raised cuz like
Seriously,
real
who
you have any
raised
like
us?
questions you want to ask, Russ?
Um, yeah. So in terms of like unity right now, is the West Coast united? Would y'all say the West Coast is united right now? Considering everything with Kendrick and 100 Hoods on stage and all that shit.
in the
I
aspect of like
mean,
the hip
In
hop
a sense,
culture.
pop culture.
No, like hip hop culture. Like
Yeah,
what
hip
what
hop.
what aspect are you talking about?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I
in
think
hip hop culture.
yeah, I think it's good. I would say yeah because you feel me. You got people all over the West Coast knocking. You feel me, Kendrick Lamar.
right,
You feel me. You got
right,
people like that's from L.A. doing business with people from Las Vegas. You got people from Fontana doing business with people that's from Reno Valley and so all over the place. You get what I'm saying? Like we connected. It just depends on what level and the people you know. Sometimes it's like it's who you know, and sometimes it's not who you know, it's what you know. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just
right,
like what you bring to the table. You feel me? If I'm not bringing nothing to the table, then they not gonna want to be involved with me because it's like I'm just dead weight. You feel me? That's how I would look
Hey,
at it with anybody else.
bro,
Like what you
look,
pulling, what you bringing to the table.
just look as a quote. We get as far as the motherfuckers that we talking to. Just to say, if this nigga ain't got nothing going on and I'm talking and wasting my time with this dude and he ain't helping me, I'm wasting my time just like he wasted his time. I'm gonna get as far as he is. He ain't
right.
doing nothing for me. Cut it off.
You only as strong as your weakest link, bro.
There you
Mm,
For real,
go.
for real.
that's what's up.
But I to answer your question, I would say yeah, it is because we supporting each other at least in the light of giving each other play. You feel me? Supporting local individuals or people that's the main industry. We we sit here and we go put on for the West Coast. At the end of the day, that's how we feel. We go put on for hip hop culture in general, but for the West Coast for real, because before I just go slapping anybody else, I'm gonna slap people from Reno Valley music because I know this individual. If he trash, he trash. You feel me? But if he really got talent, I'm gonna be slapping him. You feel me? My
Right.
music, he gonna get some
That's
play in
real.
my speakers for shit show. And then I'm gonna go to like, oh yeah, he from LA, he hard. Like, oh yeah, he from Vegas, but you feel me? Like he got hella raw talent. You feel me? Let me listen
Right.
to that, to that Gizzy. Let me listen to that so and so. You feel me? Like I'm a play individuals that actually like I can relate to, or they saying something that's like beneficial to the culture. You feel me? Like you putting something out there that some people don't know how to articulate or express, and they feeling that shit. That shit heartfelt. Like ooh, like yeah, you saying something that's deep. Like even if I ain't lived that, like I seen my mama go through, I seen my uncle go. You feel me? Like,
So I
damn,
would
like
like
that
to
shit's
ask is,
class.
did Kendrick make everybody think like step their game up after like, because the West Coast, honestly, for a while we've been hearing just South, the South, some New York stuff, but it's the South. And for a
I
while
think
the
that's a
West Coast,
rhetorical
Well,
question.
I mean,
I
I
for
think
wanted
the
to
I
say,
think it was
for
it was the
us,
South because there was so many South artists. You know, they had so many
mm,
artists that was like multi-talented. But when it came to we got to pick one dude that's top of the motherfucking food chain, that was Kendrick, bro. It's always been Kendrick since he came into the game, bro.
and before
Yeah,
Kendrick, I would say Snoop to us, like worldwide, like Snoop,
I mean,
Ice Cube,
Snoop is the most famous rapper, hands
yeah.
down. When you
Snoop,
think
but
about
for us, we know he was always from the West Coast, even though he's big
right,
as he is now. We know it's California, Long Beach, and Dre with Compton and that whole
right,
thing. Which I would say is Dr. Dre, Snoop, and Ice Cube, the top for like commercial like legends,
right.
West
Well, of
Coast.
course, right.
Those three, and after
Yeah.
then all the rest come.
I mean, pretty much anybody that's still here from NWA, you know, that's who we look at as those, you know, top individuals as far as the West Coast, you know.
But you
Yeah.
still got one more. One of them who is the grandfather of it is Ice T.
Oh yeah,
Ice
I
T.
can't forget. But no,
Yeah.
Ice T is originally from New Jersey though, but he was there for a
Right.
long time.
But he been
Still,
repping
yeah,
the
he's
West
been
Coast
repping it.
ever
West
since.
Coast, yeah.
Right.
And
we
Tupac,
talking about
can't forget
dinosaurs
Tupac.
right now, but
But
yeah,
I
man,
mean, yeah, Pac. When it
we got
comes
some
to all
legends out
time
here,
of as far as music, we
legends.
already know Pac holds that crown over there. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be Pac, man. But as far as this generation, Kendrick. You know,
Yeah,
Kendrick,
boy.
he got the game in the chokehold right now. You know what I mean?
You
So
got Kendrick, Nipsey Hussles,
But okay, say
E40.
for the
right.
You
West
got a
Coast,
lot of individuals, bro.
for the
Like,
West Coast,
yeah,
you say Kendrick, but who else right now?
I just named them.
Cannon,
Nipsey
now one of
Hussle, you
my
feel me?
favorites, Tyler the
E40,
Creator. You know what I'm
loose
saying?
cannon.
Loose
Loose
Cannon,
Cannon, you feel me? You
Don
got
Kennedy.
And listen, don't sleep on loose cannon music. He make great music, bro. I
Oh,
think that
I've been listening,
right.
putting
I
up
think
reels. I've
because
been listening.
of what Cannon does on the internet, people look at him a certain way. When you deal with Cannon personally, Cannon is a great dude, bro. Amazing dude. He'll give you the shirt off his back. You know, he's a
man, we
family
got
man. He's married, kids. He's a good individual. You know, they only see the internet stuff that like, oh, F Cannon. Nah. If you dealt with Cannon personally, that would be like your brother, bro, because that's how he is. He would treat you like a brother. You know what I mean? So, you know,
We
I'm a
believe
hundred
that
percent
100%. We
right.
believe
You know what
that.
I mean? So if you listen to Cannon music, Cannon actually makes good music, bro. You know what I mean? He just people, of course, gonna have their perspective because what he's doing on the internet. And I'm not listening to that bullshit, but when you listen to Cannon music, it's actually good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
what's the
listen to
homie
his
that
music.
sing ghetto, that rap ghetto, you feel me, with EK True Car, you feel me? We got
Right.
like, you feel me, dudes out here that really got talent, bro. Like, I can name
Yeah.
people from Reno
When you were
Valley, you
saying with
feel me?
where you're saying with Luce, because I interviewed him and I got that same energy, like the description from him. Because normally someone on his level,
Right.
people would be stereotypically thinking from here, oh, when you're asking for example, an interview, that man's not gonna check for me. But
Right.
I checked him, no problem.
Yeah.
Someone from here, we do the same thing too.
Right.
They act like the shit don't stink. They're not even
Right.
on his level. They're not
Right.
close to his level, but they're
All
gonna
right.
act like the shit don't stink. But
That's
he,
Cannon, bro.
yeah.
That's Cannon. I've actually had to speak to him on numerous occasions. Like, Cannon, you too nice. Like Cannon, the type of person. Like, if you DM him, you could be this random motherfucker that hate him, and if you DM him, he gonna respond to you. And I used to tell him like, you can't open your arms to everybody. You know what I
But
mean?
you know
That'll
what?
bite
I
you in the
think
ass.
it's just a West Coast thing. For us, you guys
Yeah.
might maybe have the energy is a little bit different, but for us, West Coast, all especially a lot of brothers from the West Coast were always
Right.
had good energy with, because from we
Yeah,
started this platform, we
that's right.
connected with brothers in America, and it was
Right.
always we had a couple other interviews with a lot of guys from like a couple guys from Cali. For example, what's his name again? Glasses Malone. Just one night I said, yo, let me check Glasses Malone, DMM
RJ, you feel me? We
interview.
got,
interview.
Hey, I was gonna say, make shout out to homie Mr. CJ 9700. Make sure y'all get the homie on there too.
Bless up,
Get the
CJ.
homie on here,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely tap
man.
in
Shout
with
out.
Nah, get the whole
9700 for
team
sure,
on
for
here.
sure.
Bless
Get
up.
the
The whole
whole
team, the
IBM
whole
team.
team.
Jason
Yep,
put me
yep,
Yeah,
on
IBM
that's
there
what
G
y'all
also.
need.
Street.
You
Yep.
need to run it
We
up
got
with the whole
everybody.
run
IBM
it
team,
up.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hit up what's his name? Glasses Malone interview. Quick, right?
All right.
We had West Coast guys link us for like an interview, like hit us up for an interview. It's always a good energy, good algorithm.
It's always
Right.
love, man. In the West.
Not just even from LA. I'm saying American. Period.
Right.
A lot
Yeah.
of guys up here, they don't want to admit it because they don't know how to talk to, like, a lot of guys up here, some know, but a few could talk to people like how we do talk to you.
Right.
They're intimidated, right? That's why on this internet shit, there'll be for example, this Drake and this Kendrick Lamar, a lot of guys thinks that it's against Canadians, black Canadians, or it's not against.
Right.
When he was say it's not like us, it's for everybody who's not from Compton
Right.
Nah, man, you
or
gotta
the
look at
West
it like
Coast or
I
from
would,
the
I,
if
I
West
you
would,
Coast.
I would,
allow
I wouldn't even say
if you allow
Compton. It was just more of a Cali
For the
thing. When he say
world,
not
yeah.
like
if
us,
you allow two
when he speak on
individuals
not like
personal
us, he's
beef.
talking about the gang banging, bro. He like y'all
Yeah,
not
like
like
if you
us.
allow two
Yeah.
people's
Right.
personal beef to stop you from, you feel me, broadening your horizon or gaining networking or you feel me doing
Right.
business with people, like that's you selling yourself short. You taking your own short end of the stick. That to me, that would be like, man, it ain't nobody else worried about my little business. You feel me? That I got going on with people I look at it as ops. You feel me or whatever. Like
Right.
that ain't their business. They not gonna
Yo, that
stop
whole
doing
that
business
whole
with this
not like us
individual.
track made a lot of made a lot of controversy. Still make a lot of
Oh
controversy.
yeah.
It's funny with Toronto now and the West Coast and shit like that. So the algorithm people are seeing
But that's
like they're
propaganda though.
yeah, it's propaganda. That's what they're putting
That's
out,
propaganda.
Did,
propaganda.
If
did
you
y'all
allow
did
the
y'all see the
media
preacher
to,
who used y'all seen the preacher who used the not like us song in his preach and in the church? Y'all didn't see
I saw
that?
that. I saw
For
that.
real?
That was
That's
crazy.
just crazy. Yeah, he had like a whole like segment where he used the not like us into his shit, bro. Like that shit was crazy. I was like, damn, this song is big, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
Like I've seen some
wow.
crazy shit with this
Wow.
song.
Wow.
So
Wow. Like I knew
yeah.
that it was I
It's
knew that it was
worldwide. It's worldwide.
no, I knew that it
Mhm.
was getting to the high schools, like in the bands and stuff like that, but I didn't know it was getting into the like
Yeah, it's in the church. You got a
like,
whole
damn
preacher
man.
who's using a testimony with this shit, bro.
A
Like it's crazy. I was
testimony.
watching like, bro, I'm not lying, bro. I seen
What
it
the
earlier. I
heck?
was like, this crazy.
That's
Yeah.
why Drake is mad. That's why he's angry.
Hmm.
That's why he's saying
But
this
remember,
whole
hey, but
thing
hold on.
it,
Remember, I
it,
said
it ruined
before.
his what did you say recently?
But
He's
his
like a show
ego,
every day. He's a show every day.
his
He's acting,
ego,
you know.
his
Remember, I'm
ego.
gonna remind everybody and my brothers and sisters in America, Drake is an actor from the beginning,
He was
okay?
an actor
Right?
before.
Before. And now he's
But
saying this
it's crazy.
ruined
I
his
actually
career.
like Drake music though. Ever since I'm telling you, before the whole "Not Like Us" thing hit,
Mm.
anything Drake dropped, I was tuned in.
I could
I
believe
he
that,
loved
yeah.
can't
his
take
music,
nothing
bro.
away from what he
Soon as
did.
"Not
It's
Like
just
Us" came out, I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with his music no more. Everything just sound different now since that song came out, bro. I just can't play it no more, bro. It's like I'll play it. I'm like, I just can't do it, bro.
you
I don't know
you
what
you
it is.
got you got
Kendrick did
publicly
something, bro.
Hey, listen,
castrated,
Drake.
humiliated.
Right.
You feel me? It was
Drake
all
make
bad.
good elevator music, man. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say, man. I don't care what
I'm
nobody.
gonna keep it real.
I
That collab
don't care what
album he did
nobody
with
say.
21 Savage was nice, bro.
Yeah, no, the
I was
whole
still on
album
that
straight.
shit, bro.
I bought the album. I'm a
He
music.
still got
Remember, I
some
said this the
slaps.
last time,
He
guys.
still
I'm a
got some
music
slaps,
connoisseur.
but
I
yeah.
have a playlist of Drake features, collaborations, albums. I
Mm.
probably got about 6 albums in there.
6
Bro,
Right.
I'm serious.
albums.
Like I fuck with Drake. I fuck with his music. Um, the thing that tripped me out about him is he's got so much of this elevator music where you can literally just lean up against the wall, bro, and act like you Michael Jackson in that motherfucker. Like I fuck with Drake shit. I don't care what
Right.
nobody say, bro. It never took nothing from him. When they was battling, I was purchasing the battle. Kendrick dropped, I bought the fucking
True
song
music connoisseur.
immediately, nigga.
Right.
When Drake dropped, I bought Family Matters immediately, nigga. I
Yeah.
bought each and every one of them motherfuckers the moment it dropped. I was like, this is a great battle. I fuck with because I fuck with hip hop, nigga. I
Yeah, I
do this
Right.
listened
shit.
to it too, yeah. Both
I'm
sides.
telling you, bro, the whole thing was fun. It was entertaining, and then once I started seeing
Mm.
how, like G Savage said, the propaganda when people kind of switched the narrative, he turned it into him and the PDF word and all that. It's not even that,
Right.
bro. It was just a great battle. I liked the battle. I'm telling you, I bought music on both ends.
But I don't
But
I
the
don't
thing
I
about
don't
it,
think
Drake
you gotta
had
listen.
track.
You gotta listen to the lyrics. I don't think Kendrick was talking about Drake with the PDF. He was talking about Baca, bro. You gotta listen to the
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah, yeah,
listened to
yeah,
the
yeah,
lyrics.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah,
He
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
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 Hmm.
yeah.
yeah.
I have
Of
a
course.
question for everybody here. For everybody here now. Yo,
Right.
what do you think about this suing, defamation, and all this crap?
I don't
Huh?
agree with it.
I,
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 to
I
me,
want
it's
to
I hear
know
what
sore
the
loser
that's all
tactics.
opinion
I know.
from everybody here.
Right.
That's
Sore loser tactics to me. When you get your
All
ass beat in the
bad.
fight, that's yeah. I'm pressing charges pretty much. That's what that
That's
sounds
like
like to me.
we go in the ring, we
Right.
live, we go in the ring live, and then you
Yeah.
beat me up so bad, you humiliate me, I boo boo on myself, and now I want to sue you because you talking about it
Right.
outside of the ring, and now it's
Right.
like everywhere, everybody, old ladies is doing reels to this, you feel me? Everybody's like you just he embarrassed, like
Now,
this is the
now,
fact, like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
embarrassed, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's
it's not a
continuing.
good
Right.
look. You get to the extent when you wanna you're going to officers at a court to handle your business. It's like, yeah, you're not keeping it on the street level or the
Hey,
battle. You feel me? Music. I ain't saying that music is street type
But
of
he needs
stuff,
to
but it's
stop.
like
Like
a
he needs
battle
to
is
stop.
something that's old school where it's like you feel me that may the best man win and you wasn't the
Right.
best man in that battle, so it's like take it like a man, you feel me? If you can't take that like a man, now you just looking like a chump, you feel me? You making your own followers look at you sideways like damn,
Uh-huh.
bro,
No,
like,
I
I want
think
to say, hey, I
you know
want to
what?
say something. I want to say something because I had been telling niggas this shit for a while. I said, bro,
What's that?
when Kendrick dropped They Not Like Us, I said,
Mhm.
bro, I made a joke to my brother because we was
Yeah.
talking about my brother was like, you know, man, I fuck with both of them niggas. Both of them niggas is lyricists, nigga. You know, my brother into all that shit. I said, listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Drake gonna have to come back with a you used to call me on my cell phone. I said, I need one of those to hit right after They Ain't Like
Right.
Us. Cause I said niggas is he need to hit back, he need to get back to something that's gonna ring.
that's
That
his
last
lane.
album he did
That's
with
his lane. The
what's
battle
Right.
rap
his
ain't his
name?
lane.
He
Battle
done
Rap
the
is not
Party
his
Next
lane,
Door
bro. He should
album.
have dropped something just like that that was gonna hit all these
You know what?
buildings
You know
like
what Drake?
Kendrick hit all these
Okay.
reels.
You know
All
what
right.
Drake should have done? You know what Drake should have done though? When I heard that beat, the Not Like Us beat, he'd done something similar on a West Coast track before. Like he should have took the culture, bro, and you know how we have dub plates down here? That's called like a remix. He should have took the Not Like Us beat and done it in his way, and then he
Right.
would probably get some fucking
Yeah,
respect.
but
But
see,
he
that's
never done
not
that
his
shit.
lane. You feel me? It don't make him authentic to go in the lane that's really not his. You feel me? Like if you,
Mm,
if like I'm a poet. You get what I'm saying? I
mm.
go in a lane that's different than poetry or rap or whatever type rhythm and beat type shit. Man, I'm gonna be looking crazy. You feel me? And I'm trying to go up against somebody that really like this is what we do in Cali. This is what they do in certain
Right.
places. You feel me? Like this is where battle rapper. This is what we do in school. You feel me? People be battle rapping in school. We do this from kids
Right.
to adulthood. You feel me? So it's like you got smash. Take it
Now,
like a man.
my next
Right.
question is this now. Now, something like this would have came up like years ago, like saying anybody battling anybody on records now and saying, yo, I'm gonna sue you for defamation and all of that. What do you think the culture will be saying?
I feel like that's cowardice. Like to be honest, not to throw shade at him. I just feel like that's
Throw
like
the shade.
I'm just
yeah,
I
bringing
mean
like
up
that
to me
I'm
facts.
I'm
that's
just
some
I'm
that's
looking at it like
that's
imagine
some Buster
Biggie
shit.
suing Tupac or Tupac suing
Okay,
Biggie. Like that shouldn't even
yes.
look
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is what I wanted to hear. Go on.
All right.
Yeah,
Please continue.
that's like some
I
Buster
mean,
shit though.
just look at it that way. Imagine Tupac walking into a courthouse like, yeah, let me go ahead file this
He
lawsuit on
fucked my
Biggie. Like
wife.
that shit look right. That shit look
Hey, he
crazy. You know what I
fuck.
mean? And I mean, I look at it like a dude
Uh-huh.
pressing charges on me. You feel me? I got the best to you, so now you gonna
That's
press
what I
charges
said.
on
You
me. That's
talking to
what it
the
looks like.
highest
You feel me?
person, officer, the officer of the
Right.
court. You go into an officer of the court with a statement saying this man did this to me. Yeah, da, 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 da. How's that no better than like if you a street dude? That's not. I mean, I understand like what your occupation is different than being on the street level, but it's like
Now
you going out backwards. Like I would never do that to nobody. Like you get what I'm
let
saying? Like I could see if he actually.
It's gonna lose
no,
too. Like
okay,
look.
let's get technical. Let's
No,
get
no, but wait,
technical.
hold on. I'm saying
Wait,
he's gonna
I just
lose
want to
this
say
whole
one more
thing,
thing. I
Drake.
just want to say one more thing. Let's get
Yeah.
technical now. They're doing the battle, they're rapping on whatever and dissing each other, right? But they're not using their Govy name, right? So is that municipal in court if they're not using no Govy name?
Right, because at that point it looks like entertainment. Because you can, I can say something about you, Draco, and call you Draco, but they can't say, well, that's defamation because you're not really Draco. You see what I'm saying? You're a such and such. So you know what? I like him, man. He's making a lot of sense right now. We may have to lace somebody on that.
It's all hyperbole, basically.
Listen,
right?
Man, I fuck with both sides. I fuck with both sides, bro.
You
I just feel like I'm with G7.
He's neutral. He's neutral. You feel me? I'm.
Draco just don't admit he a Drake fan. Look at him. Just say you're a Drake fan, bro.
I'm a Drake fan, nigga. I'm a Kendrick fan too, now. I'm a Kendrick fan too, now.
That's hip hop. That's hip hop.
Right.
Wait. I have my son over here. He said, "Well, what Drake didn't lose. He just had haters." That's what my son said.
Bring him on here.
Drake
just had haters.
Drake got beat up.
How old is your son? How old is your son?
My son's 24 right now.
My nephew
so
on
this
here,
is how
man.
he's gonna rebound. So he probably likes Draco because Draco
But
said
that's biased because
you got
you're
a
from
supporter
Canada.
right here.
We're gonna look at it like you're biased because you're from Canada, and you're gonna look at us like we're biased. But if Drake would have did to Kendrick what Kendrick did to him, I would have been like, man, he lost. He made the West Coast.
I mean,
bad.
I look at it. I look at it like this, right? I don't see.
I believe
until
Kendrick roasted him on the tracks.
You're damn right.
Until I see a motherfucker from China reenacting a Drake diss towards Kendrick, then we can say that. But bro, when I seen shit hit China, courtrooms, churches, all that, yeah, you lost, bro. You got dismantled, beat up, slaughtered,
can
bro.
I'm
sorry,
say
that's just what
shit?
it is.
I want to say some real shit. I want all y'all to just hear me out. So when there's a song, I think it came back out in 2016. It's by Rick Ross featuring Drake. It's called Gold Roses. Drake actually starts the verse off. So if I want y'all to go play Not Like Us, and then I want you to go pull up that song I'm telling y'all about and just listen to Drake's piece. It sounds like a response to his Meet the Grand shit and the first shit he put out, the Euphoria. Just go check it out. Because Drake, that's why I'm trying to tell you about Drake. Drake played the mental games Kendrick do too. You gotta remember, Kendrick, you gotta puzzle his shit. But Drake,
I agree with Hoodlum though.
Go ahead.
I agree with Hoodlum. I agree with Hoodlum because I feel like what Kendrick did transcended like generational gaps. You feel me? Like he had people that's hella generations above his age bracket. You know, naturally the older generations, especially in the black communities, be like kind of like, man, them little niggas, they trash, whatever. You feel me? That back in my time, we did things like this, but you know, with the process of evolution, you know, times change. You got to adapt to the changes. Man, you got older people really slapping his stuff. You feel me? Making reels and short like little clips off of what he did. Like, how's that not?
But but blood, you got to remember, Drake got it too, though, bro. It's still niggas out here still saying left foot slide, left foot up.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the topic that we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about, though. You feel me?
I'm saying Kendrick transcended. Kendrick transcended. You're right.
From the battle,
he transcended generations with all his tracks. You're correct, but the Not Like Us definitely touched everything. What I'm saying overall, Drake is an overall great artist, and I don't think the battle took nothing from him.
Nah, he made light-skinned niggas look bad.
The defamation is a lot.
He made light-skinned niggas look bad.
Drake is a good artist, bro. I give credit when credit is due. Drake, he's an amazing artist, bro. I'm just being honest. He makes great music. He's always been great. He's always gonna be great.
You know what? I'm gonna go deep down to earth right here, guys.
Right.
Yo, Royals, you know what I'm gonna say? Respect to
let
Drake.
me say one last thing about the lawsuit, the defamation.
Okay, go on.
One last thing. So what's interesting to me is that I can't ignore the fact that Drake is like McDonald's, like corporate. You get what I'm saying? So to me, I wasn't too surprised with that.
Really?
with him pulling something like that.
Okay.
Because
No, I'm not surprised either. We're
corporation
not surprised.
corporation in the courtroom.
So
It's
so
We're
literally
not surprised because
So,
we
so
know
we don't want to
Drake.
hear no more gangster tracks from Drake.
so
Then
pretty,
exactly,
so
yeah,
pretty
singing,
much,
exactly,
so
keep it
pretty much you're,
singing,
Right.
exactly.
so pretty much
harmonizing,
you're pretty
talk
much
Right.
about
proving that he is hip hop.
Yeah,
talk
He's
about
hip
And I knew
shows,
that
talk
long
about
time
and
hip
ago
hip
hop.
because
hop.
yo,
Stay away from the
when he
politics. You feel
when he
me?
was doing acting, right? Do you know there's a story? The end of his career of an actor before he became a rapper, there was a contract dispute with the show, Degrassi.
Oh
He
yeah.
wanted to start to walk again from being Jimmy in the wheelchair. Remember? He wanted to
yeah.
start to walk. They wouldn't make him walk, so he walked off that show. Do you know that? He brought them to court for that shit way back.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
not surprised. He brought them to
Shout out
court.
to Drake, man. I wish him the best. You feel me on his journey, his hip hop
You know
career.
what? We're not. You want to know what's crazy is I don't like to do a lot of Drake bashing. If you guys don't know, Cannon has a great
You're
relationship
allowed
with
to
Drake.
do that right here on this show. I'll tell you
But no,
that.
but Cannon
No,
has
no,
a,
it's
Different
not Drake.
if
relationship.
Cannon was here right now and he heard us
Not
bashing
Drake
Drake, he wouldn't
bashing.
like it.
Who?
I'm
Loose
not
Cannon has a
bashing him.
great relationship with Drake, bro. I'm
It's
not
not-
lying
Has a-
to you. He has a
We
great
not
relationship.
Oh, yeah,
bashing
Luce. Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah,
Nope,
yeah.
we
Right.
ain't bashing at all. We ain't
Yeah.
bashing.
Trust me, if Cannon was
We
here right
definitely
now, he
keeping
would
it
be
clean.
100% Draco side. He would
Yo,
be
but no, but
100%
what we're
Draco
saying,
side, bro.
yo, hold on. What we're saying is the truth because besides you guys got introduced and a lot of Americans embrace Drake. We know Drake from before this big superstar.
Yeah,
You get what I
that's
mean?
Right.
true.
Stories what you
Before
guys
all of
don't
this
know.
was
All this
going
stuff
on.
online, what you guys see, there's a lot of stuff you guys don't know. How Drake came in, how there's other guys who he took his styles from, like influence
Oh yeah.
from Toronto.
Right.
Look up Jay Diggs. Just look up Jay
Right.
Diggs.
Oh yeah, well, I know
Jay
who
Diggs.
JD exists. Yeah.
That man Drake used to beg to to go to the clubs where he was. He had to go get him.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
So there's Drake was an actor too. So anybody in his when they say started from the bottom, right?
Right.
Respect. It's not dissing how you grow up, but like you have a mom's who's a
It's just
teacher.
a
Wait, hold on.
battle.
Mom's who's the teacher,
It's a
right?
battle.
Right.
I'm just
Don't
saying
wanna
before this
hear
whole
nothing
battle
about
business.
no bottom, yo.
I'm putting the character of Drake. The character of Drake I'm giving you, right?
Right.
He has a mom's a teacher, lived in a good area, nothing wrong with that. Pops is American. What we know, and he used to go visit the summers to go to America from Toronto. Any guy who had a link like that from here was considered kind of good, like
Yeah,
considered like good because we had American friends who used to live in Toronto.
Yep.
And all those guys, their parents were well off, black too. So I'm just saying, Drake had that link with America. If you're a guy who was always going to America, you got the latest clothes, you know the slang, the latest shit, what's going on in LA or New York more than the average Toronto guy. So that's why people call him a colonizer because he was a guy from Toronto who could go to America, get the slang even more. Remember, he's an actor. I'm being
not a
real, no filter.
colonizer. That's
Even
strong word.
Right.
I'm giving you the story, right? Him growing up here, a lot of even Americans don't really know that. They're trying to find out how he really lived here. Yeah, he knew some guys too who are from the hood here too. Like he probably knew some people. That's Chubbs, a link to whoever, quote unquote, is street. But that's later in his life. That wasn't in high school. That was
All
when
right, so I got a
started to
question.
do
I got a
music.
question. You think if you person grew up well off, or just like not so much as with a silver spoon or a golden spoon, however you the saying goes, growing with a silver spoon in their mouth, just say like their family was well off, whether they were raised by their mom and dad or mom or
Mhm.
grandparents, whatever guardian. Like, you don't think that it's possible for them to have like any type of gangster like mentality, or you feel me, to move like a person that don't take no shit from nobody, and they could be tough, or they could be like, you get what I'm saying, like a
Yeah,
person
yeah.
that
And you know
like
what?
they they they
Give
could
you
throw
that.
down with the best of them, like.
I'm going to give you the response. When he was going to school, he was not around all black people at first. He was the only, what I say, biracial kid around all Jewish people or that community. So I could imagine he, getting bullied. And then later on, when he went to our other school, there's more, like the high school is more black people or more colored people. That's where he probably met some of his OVO. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And then he wanted his father was, I heard, incarcerated in America. So he always had that, oh, my pops is locked up, but maybe never told anybody. So some people, I don't know if he went off that he thought that made him more tough growing up. People don't know because his father was incarcerated. That's the story I found out. It was locked up for a couple of years, but he's from America, right? So that
Yeah.
whole thing, I remember Drake was trying to say that he could relate. I seen that interview. I could relate to the people who are in the street because of certain things. Basically, people don't know about me, but I don't maybe talk about it. Like his dad was locked up for a couple of years, and after when he came out, that's when he started to visit America. Go summers. He talks about the summers visiting wherever. What is it? Where's father from? Is it
Yeah, yeah, Sean.
Memphis,
The
Memphis.
Hold on a
Tennessee.
minute.
Memphis. He from
I think
Hold,
Drake.
hold,
Drake.
hold
Memphis,
on.
Yeah. Drake. Yeah.
Tennessee.
Hold on a
Memphis,
minute.
Memphis,
Tennessee.
Hold
so?
on a
Tennessee.
minute. Hold on a minute.
He's from Memphis,
How
Tennessee.
DJ.
you can relate? I know that way, yes.
No, how could he relate?
How
Because
you
we
can
know where he's
relate?
from. We know where he's
Eh?
from.
Are you saying that the black community in
I
Canada
know how you can
don't
relate.
rock with Drake?
No, wait, hold on.
Of
They
course
love
they
They
Drake.
do.
No, wait,
do.
hold on. Wait, hold on.
That's
Hold on.
what
Hold
I'm
on.
talking
No, no,
about.
no, no.
I'm
Hold on.
so lost.
Hold on. They love Drake, especially the young ones like my son. They love him. But let's be real. And he just don't know. It is the screw face capital. There's a lot of guys. I'll be straight. Let's be fair, Rock, who was putting in work way before Drake. They used to probably go, they got close like Drake, and they call them old heads. A lot of people, yes, they are jealous of Drake. Every city has the jealousy. But when it comes to the real, right? The guys who are the realists, and he's
Right.
trying to portray that, he never lived in none of the so-called Jane and Finches, I'm gonna say, or the Jamestown,
Or
or maybe certain part of
Scarborough.
So you think
Scarborough
he's lying
and
about
sit
all his
like that.
struggles?
But his friends are mostly from the east. That's the funny thing, Rock. What we know for local, you notice they're from Scarborough, but he's from the west end.
Yeah.
Right.
Drake is from the west side of Toronto, right? But all his crew, the people you see OVO, mostly from the east of Toronto. You get what I mean? Even though you think Toronto, it's like what you say is all one. No, no. The east, a lot of
Mm.
those guys from the east don't even come to the west. The east is known; they love staying in there wherever they're. It's like their own little, like you would say, Oakland
Their
and
own world.
Compton. They don't move. They don't really like to go. Maybe it's changed the younger generation, but back in the day, it was known Scarborough guys because they don't go nowhere. They just stay
I
that
mean,
side
that's
and the
y'all
west.
politics, though. That's
Yeah,
understandable. You feel me?
but
Certain
Drake is
people don't
friends with a
agree
lot
with
of the
that.
guys from the East End. You get what I mean? He's cool everywhere in Toronto. He's cool everywhere. But he never met these guys until he got big. His career got big until he started
But,
to make
but
music. He never had no OVO. He was what I'm gonna say and respect and Rock and Tira's being quite a nerd.
mm.
Back in the day, a guy like that would be a nerd in school. Like he is not from no street, no nothing.
So you
Right.
saying the battle rap scene was above his pay grade?
The battle rap scene here? No, no. We're gonna give Drake disrespect. Disrespect. A lot of people never say. Coming from Toronto, and what we know even back in the day, and what he has witnessed as influence, he is lyrical. Don't say that. Drake is
Very
super
lyrical.
sharp lyrical
I'm just
because
asking the question.
no, I'm just gonna put it out there because a lot of people, like even Royals, I know we make jokes about Drake, but Drake comes from a city where there's Socrates, people like Socrates, people like Maestro, these guys who are like lyricists, like Toronto's known. Besides Drake, if you just wipe Drake out and really look at our hip hop history, we have it's all lyricists. You had to bring it on the stage. So those are the
What?
people Drake got influence from. So
But you
Drake,
think anything's original? Everything. This is what I learned in school. Everything's just be the greatest. You learn from the
yeah.
greatest.
No, I'm saying to be, my son said to be the greatest, you got to learn from the greatest. So, yeah, Drake has skill. No one will never take that shit away from him because where he comes from and he mixed that with the American influence. That's what we're saying. And he's an
Right.
actor. Like some people call him an industry plant. Some people could call him an industry plant because the definition of an industry plant is somebody who's getting funded, getting help, right? You remember, you can't take away from Mickey Mouse Club, the Mickey Mouse
Right.
style when he was on Degrassi for 7 seasons as an actor. 7 seasons. That's one of the most successful Canadian shows ever. What even Americans know about Degrassi. It was the new version.
Yeah,
Right.
because they had an older version of the show. This is like the
Yeah.
new generation.
Yeah,
He
he
just
was on it for.
multi-talented, man. We can't be one of them critters in the bucket, man. Just holding people, trying to
No,
pull
no, he's
people down
good.
because he
No, no,
pretty.
no.
Like
You
So
can't.
what's his reason why he likes Drake?
My son asked, well, what's the reason you like Drake?
I just like
I,
that he
I
put
got I
people
got
through
a, I
their
got
music.
a quick answer for that. There's an artist that signed to Drake that a lot of people don't know about who's very, very fucking talented. And
Interesting.
his artist is 100% the connection between me and my wife meeting. And I'm gonna see if y'all know. Do anybody know? Do y'all know who his artist is that signed to OVO? Do y'all know?
There's a lot of artists he has. He has who's this? Someone wants to
I'm
type it.
gonna
I don't know.
no no no. That's not use Google. I want y'all to just out
No,
the
no,
top of
no.
your
He
head
has
who
Roy
y'all know is
Woods. He has Roy
Roy
Woods.
Woods. Roy Woods.
Yeah,
A
is
lot
Roy
of
Woods?
people don't know who Roy Woods is, bro. This, if you listen to Roy Woods music, the first
Mhm.
time I heard Roy Woods was about 9 years ago. The dude sound like Michael Jackson, bro. And I hate how Drake does not push his music like he pushed P&D
You
music.
want me to get into the
Roy Woods,
politics?
bro. Roy Woods is on a whole nother level, bro. If you have not listened to Roy Woods music, go listen to this dude music, bro. And
I
I
believe
hate
you.
that Drake does not promote this man's music. He way better than Party Next Door, bro. Hands
I'm
down,
not
bro.
surprised. That's his
I'm pretty
business,
sure
though.
I've heard of Roy
Yeah,
Woods.
Roy Woods is good. He had an
yeah.
interview recently back when he came back. He was coming back probably from tour because he goes out, right?
Right,
And
right,
I see what you're saying. He could sing really good, but Drake has Party Next Door. So it's that
right,
OVO politics. He's the
right,
elder man, the elder statesman, and Roy Woods is still the younger guy with
right.
what's his name? The rapper what he has
Baka.
Smiley.
Oh,
Smiley.
Smiley. Yeah, Smiley.
I don't
Yeah.
know why Baka is not out. I don't know why he doesn't even
Baka
push.
Another
actually
Drake?
made good
Service.
He's
music.
another Drake?
Huh?
The last time I heard
No,
listen to
no, no.
Baka make good
OVO.
music, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
OVO.
Baka
I
makes great
don't. They
music.
should have an album. OVO shouldn't have
All
an
right.
album out. I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
saying this Ibaka, he's a Drake
No,
artist?
yeah, that's Drake's artist. He
OVO.
was his
Baka
bodyguard.
is
He was the
Baka is one of his
bodyguard.
artists.
He
See,
was the
I don't
bodyguard.
look into music like that. I
It's
don't.
what
See,
is it? Baka Not Nice. That's
Baka not
his
nice.
rap
You see
name.
these
Yeah,
guys? It's funny. The only rapper he promoted from his camp was P Rain.
right.
P Rain or Preem. What do you call it?
Yeah,
Preem
Preem.
now.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
the only one I've seen. But the amount of money, I'll tell you guys this: the amount of money Drake has, most of his artists should be promoted better than that. Like they should be
Wait, so OVO
more
never
out.
came out with their own album?
Never came out with an OVO album.
CJ. I'm looking at the chat.
Nobody.
My bad.
I'm just saying, like Drake has all. He's so rich. This show you that I'm gonna give you the algorithm. Why he doesn't probably promote
Can I
Roy
say why
Woods?
he's not
Yeah.
Because
even promote?
if he
Can
did
I say
promote Roy Woods, of course you wouldn't.
you
Well,
wouldn't you wouldn't promote someone that
yeah, better than
you're
you. Yeah, better than you.
All right.
He's a better
And I'm
but
singer.
not
but
lying, bro. When you listen to Roy Woods, that shit is crazy, bro. When you listen to this
pretty
man
sure
music.
what's his biggest
Every time
song?
I hear
Because I'm
Roy
pretty sure
Woods,
I've
I'm
heard
like,
of a
bro,
song
this
of
is
Roy
Michael
Woods.
Jackson, bro. He
Yeah,
sounds
he
just
has
like
that
Michael
voice.
Jackson, bro.
He has that
I'm not
voice.
lying, bro.
What's his biggest
Yeah.
song?
What's his biggest
Who,
song? Roy
Roy
Woods.
Woods, the one with
Big
Drake,
Thuggy.
and Drake never pushed it. What's the name of it? I forgot what it's called. He has a song with Drake. What is the name of it? I forgot, but the dude is so talented, bro. Like, if you listen to Roy Woods, you'll be like, man, why the fuck is Drake not pushing this dude music? Which comes into the
Or
I'm
drama?
gonna leave that alone. The Whack
Um,
100 effect. You don't want nobody to surpass you, bro. And if Roy Woods got the promo he needed, he would be the head dude of OVO. I'm not lying. That dude is nice, bro.
But that's what I said to
mm.
myself. That's what I said
Hmm.
to myself.
He's
So
nice, bro.
what do you think about this politics? This politics with I don't know if you've seen the politics with the drive thing. People been talking about it. What Whack 100 have? Like I said, it's Hollywood. It's all
Right,
Hollywood. All of it's Hollywood. No one really takes it serious unless you are really hypnotized. There was this
right,
whole thing about him and Drake for a
right.
while. The algorithm didn't really take off, but what I heard is that Drake now, which I don't know if that's even true. He said he doesn't like Whack and shit, but
Yeah,
Whack don't give a
no,
shit.
no. It's true. No, you're not like Whack because Drake has expresses not on the internet but to certain people that we affiliate with. You already know who that he feels like Whack 100 has something to do with top 5 being arrested for the last time he was locked up. So that's
And
where that came from.
wait, Drake is mad because of that shit?
Oh Lord.
I mean, you got to understand. I mean, when if this is yo if you got to think about it like this, if this is the person that's running point for you, and then somebody is involved with putting him in jail, why would you even like that person? You got to understand, top 5 runs point for Drake. Drake supposedly has information that Whack is the reason why top 5 got investigated. So that's where that issue come from, bro.
I think
Somebody
Drake want to
said
stay
Drake
away from
signs
that.
the competition to shelf them or limit their growth.
That's
I
CJ.
believe that. I believe
Yeah.
that. But like with that whole situation, it's
I mean,
kind
I
of
feel like that
weird.
little baby. Look, I feel like little baby doing the same thing. Little baby has an artist under him that's better than him, and his name is Rilo Rodriguez, bro. And he gatekeep him, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all heard of Rilo Rodriguez,
Yeah.
but
No.
bro, that
Those
motherfucker
some big
hard,
shoes to
bro.
fill, though,
Yeah.
Hoodlum. Those
No,
some big
no,
shoes to
no.
fill,
Have
Hoodlum.
you heard of Rilo Rodriguez, bro? He harder than
I'm
little
gonna go
baby.
check them out tonight, but
Way
I'm
hard,
I'm
bro.
telling you,
Hard,
those
bro.
some.
And of course, he don't want to let him loose because, yeah,
It's like an
I mean,
unwritten
it's
rule.
always gonna be somebody better than you. You get what I'm
hey,
saying? But
CJ,
can you
facts, bro.
perform? Can you actually like promote your shit and do the same? Go through the
Bro,
same
No, but
Rilo
limits,
you see that
Rodriguez,
the
guy?
ob.
listen,
You see that
cuz
one
I'm
you mentioned?
not lying, bro.
He can't
Right,
make no money off of that guy because that guy's
right,
too much. He's too much on the goofy stuff. That man who you just mentioned. There's other artists here who are real great, but Drake
right.
he could promote them. He
But
has the power to promote them, but he
it's like
won't
a
because of
He won't,
competition.
right,
it's like an
right.
unwritten rule in hip hop to never sign to a artist.
So
Like
Right.
how do you empower
everybody knows that.
somebody else coming up under you though, or show that support to the people that's supporting you? You get what I'm saying? Like that don't look like that's not a good look to me though. I get everything Hoodlum and what you saying, but at the same time, it's like that's like you setting a bad example for the people that's like getting it out the mud. You get what I'm saying? Like what about the
Right.
people that's coming up under you? You're not gonna empower them. You're not gonna pass the torch to them. You get what I'm saying? Especially if they got the talent and you're not gonna open up the lane for them to do it, or you want them to just figure it out like you did.
I mean, but you got to look at it like this, right? If you the man, why would you want somebody else to be the man? Think about that.
Because you empowering somebody else to just put on just like you did.
Yeah, but that when it comes to this, when it comes to fame and money, don't nobody want to allow another individual
Bro,
to take
listen.
that from you.
All
Hood,
right,
I'm
so
gonna
I got
keep
a
it. Hold
question. I
on.
got a
Wait,
question
G.
though.
Wait,
I got a
G.
question
Wait,
real
G.
Right.
quick.
Wait, G. Hold on.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
wait,
Go
wait,
ahead. Go
wait.
ahead.
Because I want to say this. I want to say this. Listen, I must be cut different, guys, because the way that I manage when I'm talking to somebody, the first thing that I'm preaching to them is, I'm here to help you. I want
Right.
you to supersede me.
Right.
I don't want you to stay here. I need to give you everything you fucking need so you can go build your own fucking castle somewhere else. I
Right.
want you to run your own castle. It blows people minds when I say that shit in the way that I train these people. That's why I got like a staff of fucking 20 people that told me if I fucking leave, nigga, they gonna leave. I was
Right.
like, nigga, this, because these niggas is like, bro, man, I got niggas waiting to get GM positions, man. Listen to me.
Right.
I mean, of
I
course you
don't
want to be the
understand
best.
why niggas, why, and like whoever said the unwritten rule in the music industry game, I figured that out a long time ago when I was watching niggas sign under their homie. Every time the second dude signed to his homie, the second dude always better than the homie.
Been first,
The
right?
homie
I don't
hard.
think
The homie,
Right.
Hoodlum
I mean,
said nothing
hey,
wrong
Draco,
though.
you're absolutely right. Let me see if y'all smart. Who was the best rapper in G Unit? Let's see. Let me hear it.
oh, I
Lloyd
was gonna
Who was
say
the
Banks.
best
Lloyd
rapper in G
Banks.
Unit?
Lloyd
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 Banks.
Banks.
motherfucking Banks, nigga. If you say
Banks
any
and
other name than
Game,
Lloyd Banks, you
It's
crazy.
Lloyd Banks,
Banks
bro.
and Game.
Banks was the hardest rapper from G Unit, bro.
Well,
Banks was
hold on.
hard though.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on, Savage. Hold on. We gotta make sure we set the record straight. This is real. The real G unit, and Hoodlum will probably agree. The real
Right.
G unit game that
Right.
was not in G unit that long.
Yeah.
The
Game and
real
Young Buck
one,
came
Tony
after.
Yayo, 50, Lloyd Banks, and that's it. Them three, and then Buck
Right.
came, and then Game.
Later, yeah, because Buck was
But
with
it was
Cash Money
them
for a
three,
minute, right?
nigga. It was them
Right.
But
three.
none of them had
50,
more drive.
Yayo,
None of them
Lloyd.
had more drive than 50. That's why 50's still around.
Well,
But
I would
they,
no,
they
but you got to understand. We got to put that what we just talking about in perspective. 50 is one of them niggas that don't want to see a nigga outshine him. Game was getting bigger than 50,
I
bro.
agree with you.
That's why
I
shit
agree
went
with
the
you,
way it
right?
went, bro.
Never
Right.
But
outshine the
look,
master.
so
Right.
look, just like you introduced me to this platform in this world, right? And I already had like, I be paying attention. I watch different podcasts or what have you, like. So I'm seeing, what's going on in the metaverse, if you want to call it that, the YouTube streets or whatever. But like,
Right.
as far as how would you see it if you say like you just gave me a game and a gang of knowledge, and I just like went super big with this, you wouldn't want to see me go big, or it's just like you would be like, damn man, fuck that, hell no,
Savage.
I'm the one that gave you this
You
game. You feel me?
you take off, right? You
Right.
take off. Why am I fucking worried about your success? Let me tell you something. Hold on. This is why I said I must be different. Why am I worried about what you got going on? I gave you the tools. You blow off super big. Guess what? For some apparent reason, you're gonna stop over there where I'm at. You're
No, but
gonna hit my
he
jack.
said some real shit though,
Like
because it's people. That's the mentality of a lot of people. You feel me? And money do changes people and situations. Like motherfuckers say like, oh yeah, money ain't nothing. You feel me? Like they ain't never had it. You get what I'm saying? Or it's like,
yeah,
they actually had it and they know like it's more than life than just the money. It's a means to be able to take care of your business and do what you got to do. But like at the
yeah,
same time, when you touching money, like it's people. I done seen people change. Like you feel me? Like I'm talking
Right.
about change
okay.
to your own, the people closest to you will turn they back on you, get locked up or anything happen, they stealing your shit. They complaining about this, and you tell a person no one time and they'll do a 180 on you.
And
They
listen,
do a
everything you
180.
saying is real. Everything you saying is real. And then this is when I came to the realization, bro. I'm already a smart nigga. I picked up a fucking book one day and found out what the fuck money was. And when I found out what money was, I started laughing. I was mad at first, and then I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, so this is what niggas is killing each other for? This is what niggas
Over
is turning
fiat.
their backs on their
Right.
homies for?
Over
This fake
fiat. You
ass,
feel me?
this fake ass money?
Not
Nah,
over
it's
not over land, not
paper
over,
money.
you
Not
feel
over
me,
nothing.
gold or
This fake ass
resources, over
Right.
fiat. You feel me?
over
Right.
fiat,
Tender,
bro.
legal
Fake
tender.
shit. Like literally, bro. And then I was like, that's when my whole realization of what is. I started really asking myself this. I was already asking myself this when I was younger, but now as an adult, I said, bro, what does loyalty really cost? Because if somebody's willing to do it over something that they were hoodwinked into believing is real,
Right.
what if you get the real in front of you and you don't like it? What is loyalty really weigh, bro? How can you weigh that? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Hey, can I
That's all I'm
chime in?
saying.
No,
Yeah,
I
come on,
agree with
G.
you, right?
Go ahead.
One of my homies, TG, he said, real niggas never try to outshine or overshine other niggas. The greatest act in life is to inspire. And if whatever a real nigga do is inspirational, he should be able to pass the torch. Like that's empowering somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Like that's
Right.
dope as fuck. But like I understand what Hoodlum saying though, because you gotta be mindful that it's really people like that. You may think that their intentions is pure, but they probably was just using you to benefit themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you gotta understand, like sometimes you gotta know that that's what a lot of things in the game is for. People gonna use you, you feel me, or you go use
Right.
them. You feel me? That's just the way
But
it
then, but
is,
hold
bro.
on, but
Like
G Savage, then that double, we got to double back then because that goes back to what you said. It all start with who they hanging with. So if
no,
these
but a
niggas not,
business
if the
relationship don't mean that you got a personal like loyalty and a bond to an individual. You get what I'm saying? Like business is
okay,
business.
so
That's like in
all
the
right, so hold
NBA,
on, wait.
right? Let's talk about the
Okay,
NBA. If your team trades you for whatever reason, they trade you. You feel me? That's part of they able to do that in the contract. You feel me? You think they owe you loyalty because you've been playing for them for a couple years or whatever. But if you ain't producing like they want you to produce, they're gonna go with whatever's gonna promote them and give them the best. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like make them look the best or whatever's gonna fit what they want. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really get mad. You can get mad, but it's like, man, that's business. That's business.
Right.
okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Because my emotions are starting to take over because I'm having flashbacks right now. Listen, let me tell you something, G Savage. I fuck with you,
Right.
but let me tell you, A lot of them contracts come from relationships built on networking that you started before that black and white came into play.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these conversations that you have, these people make you feel like they fuck with you. That's the part that be killing me. Once the black and white come into paper, come into effect, it's the way you want it, it's the way they want it, everybody good.
Right.
Somehow, something just as small, I don't know what be happening with a lot of shit. It can be a misunderstanding. It could be somebody on this side that's just not communicating.
Yeah,
Damn, nigga, I thought we was cool. What's going on? Now the nigga not answering the phone. Now motherfuckers not answering. The
that's
messages
a
is
lesson
not
note.
delivering.
That's a lesson note for you because you now it's like, all right, you did it, or I'm gonna do what Master P did. You feel me? I'm doing Nipsey Hussle did. You feel me? Now I'm finna like get it out the mud. I'm finna learn and burn all this
Yep.
information. You feel me? Knowledge is power for real, for real. So I'm gonna gain all this
Real.
knowledge. Now I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna put myself out there so I can network and gain resources and contacts and know how to socialize and articulate. You feel me? What I need to get across. You feel me? To get any type of like production that I need. You feel me? That's being prolific at its finest because I'm
But
producing in
some
abundance. So now I need to,
some
you feel me, figure it out. That's
Right.
it's hard.
but
It's a
Savage,
dog eat dog
Uh,
world.
now
some
that you
niggas
brought up
don't have 10 grand to just burn like that all the
That's
time is
true.
all I'm
you
That's
saying.
see, you
true.
see what he
So
just
That's
I'm
brought.
true.
Draco.
keep all I'm
So
saying is
Draco,
my
let me ask you
motherfucking
this, right?
feelings was hurt. Cause my not only was it felt like I was like, damn nigga, like I thought this nigga was stand like this image. Did you stand up? Woo woo. Damn, we
Right.
we we supposed to be breaking bread. 10 bands, bam. We thinking business finna happen. Paperwork come in, paperwork go
Trying to make a
out,
little
paperwork
two
don't come
bands.
back.
But
I said,
Draco, let me
damn,
ask you this,
nigga,
right?
10 out of
Let
Draco
me
there,
ask you this
Lord.
real quick, Draco, right? Say if your annually income is 5 million, right? And you've been comfortable with getting this 5 million for about 5-6 years, right? And you look at your partner next to you, and you're like, man, if I let this nigga off the leash, I know my annual income gonna drop to about $1 million. Would you let that nigga off the leash? Answer
Okay,
that
Yeah.
hold
question.
on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Business.
Because you
It's
asking
business.
me. Hold
No,
on,
no,
wait,
for
G
real. Would you
Savage.
let
Hold
that
on,
nigga
G
off the
Savage.
leash?
No, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Because you asking me this. We're not
Right,
asking Drake. You asking me. You said let him off the leash.
right,
We're gonna have a conversation.
right.
The conversation is, hey, listen, these are my tools. Your contract's almost up. So what do we need to do? If there's a situation like we've been talking about earlier, where there's just not enough marketing on somebody's end to help push up another person, yeah, you're making this stable income. But do
Right.
you really need this stable income or do you want more so that you can give more? I'm not understanding, bro. I don't get it.
I mean, but what
That's
if
what
you
you can't
comfortable?
ask me that
A lot of
question.
people get comfortable with
I
that
wouldn't
type of
want him
income.
to go. I wouldn't want him to go. But bro, we
Right.
got a million artists every fucking day arriving every day. They're turning,
We're gonna give
they're
you an
signing
incentive. If
16.
you don't take it, we're gonna put the integrity before the money, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna
bro, you
Right.
you
can
feel me?
go.
Yo,
You can
Right.
go. Go, nigga.
now that you brought up Nip,
But you know what? And see, I'm even more real. I'll be like, nigga, hey, nigga, go ahead and sever ties. Sever ties. But I at least want to still work with you. Can I at least give you distribution and a little bit of my marketing to you? Bam. Now I can still make some money with you. We still got a connection. We still doing business. It's not a full business because you independent doing you. All we doing is just a small business where we still
Right.
got a connection. If the bond is still good, but you got to be like we said, if you're not doing your part to try to keep that connection, the money gonna either grow or it's gonna. I don't want this. I want this
No,
shit
but
to
Right.
keep doing
what
this.
he's saying though is like
You know,
if having you is producing X amount of
stable
dollars,
income.
you
Yeah,
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm able to
I don't want you to
keep up with
go.
that
so
lifestyle
wait,
and take
yo,
care of all my
I,
business aspect or my personal.
I don't
Then
want you to
why
go.
would I want to get rid of you?
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
No,
I
check
don't want you
this.
to go, but if you gotta go, you gotta go.
The brother brought up Nip, right? And I heard
Mm.
that Nip, Big U used to manage Nip or something like that. And Nip was all for independence, like what we're talking about. Nipsey, he was all for making money,
Right.
hustling.
All
He's
money
known
in.
that
Right.
Nipsey hustle. But
Right.
what I'm here, I'm going back to this whole thing. What we were talking about is that Big U or Useless was managing Nipsey or something
Right.
business with him, right?
Right.
So all of this is coming up with what we're talking about because recently they done that raid and the brother Loose Cannon and that guy Brick Baby, he's always on what it's called.
No jumper.
He was No Jumper.
Right.
Everybody's entwined to this recent story, and the story is they're locking up what Big U, but Nipsey's whole story is now coming to light too. People are talking about that. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like there's all these things coming up right now. And it's like you're saying, Nipsey was a businessman, entrepreneur. He promoted, the community. And look, he wanted to leave. That's the story I'm hearing. That he some type of separation from Big U, and that's the speculation of his connection
Well,
to maybe
I mean,
that going
and I
on.
feel like you're absolutely right. They say that Nipsey did get bigger than the program. You know, they have a thing where like you can't be bigger than a program. Nipsey, he was bigger than the program, and I feel like certain individuals like Big U, he didn't like that. You know what I mean? And you got to understand when you kind of like we was talking about Draco, when you head honcho, and then somebody's coming in and taking your head honcho spot, that's a problem. People was looking at Nipsey before they started looking at Big U. Remember, everybody looked at Big U. Everybody started looking at Nipsey. Okay, Nipsey had honcho. He got bigger than the program. So you got to look at that, bro. And this
So
is this
Yeah,
Hood,
that's
would
happens all the
that
facts.
time,
okay?
bro.
But Hood, would that be considered greed? Hear me out. Could that be
I wouldn't
considered
say it's
greed?
I wouldn't consider it as greed. It's just if you
Keep it real. Keep it
if you
real, Hood.
accustomed to a certain lifestyle, like I was explaining to you,
Okay.
you're not
Yep.
gonna want that taken away from you, no matter what it is. Like I said, if you making 5 million a year for fucking 5 6 years, and then you let somebody up under you take that away from you, bro, you're not gonna like that shit. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, I'm accustomed to this lifestyle. I'm accustomed to driving this Bentley, doing this, going out here, doing this. This is what I'm accustomed to. Big U was accustomed to everybody from 6-0 doing what they do, coming back to him, reporting to him shot calling. And when Nipsey got bigger than that, and everybody was like, okay, we gonna go and do this with Nipsey. That's an issue, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta understand that.
So
Right.
so
that's
so
facts.
then, but that then turns into we're not ready for change.
Right.
So that falls on the integrity, bro. Discipline, evolution. Evolution is
Right.
part of discipline. When change came, why weren't you ready?
He didn't want no change. He didn't
That's
Right.
want
and
no
that's
change.
that's what Hood's saying. He didn't want the change. Fuck the change.
Right. Right.
But I'm saying from a moral standpoint, fam, I've had to grow as a person, bro, and I'm still growing. Everybody's still growing. But I've lived more now. Man, it's been a long time since I beat the shit out of somebody, but it's been a long time.
Right.
It's been a long time. I'm just saying, God been with me. Um, yes, nigga, listen. Change is part of discipline. If you don't have that and not ready for change and not be setting yourself preparation is part of change. You got to be prepared for it.
Right.
Like y'all saying, some niggas is really out here in this world that's just like nigga, fuck that. I got niggas by the balls, motherfucker. I'm gonna hold on to them
It
until I
makes sense.
die.
Yo, what I see, it makes
Like that's
sense. If Big U was running a lot of the 6-0 for a good while, and then there's this guy who comes up under. You seen him as a child, like a youth, and then he became this celebrity, and then he has all the funds and the business and everything, all the influence. And you see this young nigger, like they said, this young nigger came up under me. I'm the head honcho. Yo, you don't want that. That's natural. No one wants that shit. They're gonna take it. Either way, it could go either way too. It could be the young line seeing the old line and they want to take out the old line. That happens too. The man who been always around, right? John Gotti done it.
Right.
So you can't be the king until you kill the king. You dethrone the king. You feel me?
that's real, G. Yo, that's real. That's
Hmm.
fucking real. That's real. I heard that the other day. That's real.
So
That's real,
what
bro.
happened though with
Fucking
Nipsey? With
real.
Nipsey, I believe someone didn't want him to become the king.
That's
He was
fucking weird,
already he
bro.
was the prince. He was the prince, but
All right.
he was gonna be the they want you to become the king, so they're gonna knock you off
That's real. Yo,
straight up.
G, we gonna clip this. I need to clip that. That's
No, I'm
real,
for real.
homie. You
Like
touched some
that's how I look
heartstrings
at it.
with that
Like
right there, my nigga. I like
I feel
that.
like Big U seen
I
that
like that.
Nipsey was taking his place, bro. And that's just how I look at it.
What you
That's
When
say,
you
real.
when you
Russ?
when you king, you don't want nobody to come in and take your
That's
throne, bro.
there you go. That's
So,
real, G.
all right.
Yo,
Where,
G, we
where you got
clipping
it?
that.
What you want to ask about? Say,
We
Russ, about
clipping
Nipsey,
that.
because I know you love Nipsey's like music and
Bro, I have four
how
and a
he.
half hours worth of Nipsey's music, family.
Nipsey is dope, man. Nipsey, R.I.P. Nipsey. You know,
All right,
R.I.P.
um,
man.
the homie, man.
I think he left a pretty big influence on the world actually. Um, that spark that happened when he was taken away, it kind of it disappeared. You know what I'm saying? That it had everybody just inspired and focused on the real shit. You know,
All
but
right.
I feel like that withered away and we just back on the bullshit, partying bullshit, and you know, that's just my opinion though.
I wanted to say,
Was that a
I
Biggie
take a
line
lot
that
of
he just said? No, there's a no.
Lost
Y'all ain't hear
post.
the Biggie song "Party and Bullshit"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party and bullshit. Yeah.
but Nip, man, I take from his music definitely grind mode, 100%. Learned a lot about purchasing land from this man, real estate. Um, it's a lot of inspiration in there and how to get some money, man. He definitely laid out a lot of the blueprint on getting some bread in the music industry, mailbox money, specifically. Uh, y'all definitely gotta you from top to bottom, bro. Nothing scared. Just bump that shit. But grind mode, hustle mode, definitely for sure, for sure.
But okay, I'm gonna go straight to it. Like the story of what I'm hearing, and I heard this before, even before this whole thing came right back up. Of Luce, actually, I don't know if he was talking to Nip before he passed, or Big U was talking to Nip before he passed. I just know there's some mention of someone called somebody and mentioned it, and then they even talked to Nip after that. You got what I'm saying? So what we call the mix-up, and that's what's what people are looking at with that man Big U,
Right.
the connection to the Nip. You know what I'm talking about?
Nobody know.
The cat no.
That's what they're talking about. But I'm just saying, like, it's not even for that. They're talking about his son's friend. What they're catching him with. They're talking about him
You
and
talking
his.
about the Ray? You talking about Rayshawn Williams?
Yeah, that they're talking about
Right.
that.
I mean, that's what everybody thought this was about. I mean, that's what the internet was hearing as far as leading up to this situation. And like I said, and when it happened, it was something totally different. I mean, as far as what I know now, they got Big U in custody on that right now. So
Street shit.
and and for other shit like money and shit like that. They're trying to say that he was shaking down basketball players, celebrities, checking in. The checking in shit, I have to admit, got popularized off the West Coast. People are
yeah.
getting that, and then you hear it in like other states. People saying checking in and all that
Well, I mean,
that
I
stuff.
think Big U just took the checking in shit to a different level. Like how we look at checking in is more like you got to understand when you out of bounds, you out of bounds. When you go to a different, there's gangsters everywhere. There's killers everywhere, bro. So if I'm going to a state or a city that I'm not from, I want to make sure that I'm checking in with the right people to make sure I'm
Tapped
protected where
in.
I'm
Gotta stay
from.
dangerous.
Right. Tap in.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck where we from. It's hitters everywhere, bro. So the checking in shit is more like, okay, let me tap in with the right people to make sure while I'm out here, I'm good. I think Big U just took that to a whole nother level. That's all that is. Like, okay, checking in with me, I'm gonna do this to you, do that to you, do this to you. That's not how we look at it. When I'm checking in with niggas in a different city, I'm checking in with my niggas are like, okay, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. You feel me? That's how I look at it. That's how I deal with people.
So that's what they're putting him with, like asking for
Right.
money. It's basically money too. They're saying like this man's getting money from like celebrities. Like
Right.
that's what he was really doing. So it's probably one of them celebrities who probably kind of could have done the ratting him out. One of the celebrities, basketball player, music artist, and
Right.
anything. And after then, everybody's not perfect anymore. Like that's what's going on with Puffy. Look, Puffy,
Right.
big billionaire. He's locked behind the bars right now. So
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like even Big U shouldn't be surprised he's there right now. He shouldn't be surprised.
I mean, he took it as he didn't do nothing wrong, but when I'm looking at what's going on, it's a lot of stuff that was dated back from years ago, which I have no knowledge of as far as what happened years ago, but they're using his past against him. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, they always do. They always do
right,
that shit, man. But yo, the
right,
main thing now is that they're putting a lot of brothers behind bars. Let's be straight up. And it's like in the media, that's the popular, media. Can we believe all these stories? It's like we're saying, a lot of it is like Hollywood, like
right.
free loose cannon, free him because all they're doing is using the social media, which we
Mm-hmm.
know from a long time they use social media when they want to get you. But how could you know if if some of it's script?
Right.
I
I mean,
mean,
at
he
that
locked
point,
up. You feel
how
me?
can you even prove it? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I can get on a podcast right now and say, yeah, when I went over to Tennessee, I burned the whole building down, blase, blase. At the end of the day, they could say, okay, we're gonna come get you on that, but how can they prove it in court? So it's beatable. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we know the homie gonna come home. It's just when. You feel me?
Yeah, we just go stand behind him and
All right.
show our support. You feel me? And come together like powerhouses that we are. You feel me? Big IBM world shit and support our peoples.
Right.
That's what we do.
They never really could explain it. Like maybe I didn't look into it, but like they never really explained why they apprehend him. To me, like they never really illustrated. They just said they took all these guys, all these people all at once, and just
All right.
you're just hearing about Big U, but you don't hear really nothing about the others. Like even Brick Baby, I don't know why he's in there.
I mean, like I said, it all, took us by surprise, bro. You know what I mean? Like that morning, I was on the phone with Cannon, bro, and uh G Savage, he had sent me some early. Mind you, I'm currently in Houston, so I'm 2 hours ahead of the West Coast. When I got the message from my cousin, if y'all don't know G Savage, is my cousin. He sent me. I get up 6:30 when my kids to take them to school. 7:30, 8 o'clock, which is like 6 o'clock their time. He sent me a message like, "Cuz, check your DM." He let me know like, "Look, my people's is tapped in with Big U family. The feds is at his house right now," and it was 100% accurate. Mind you, when I get on the phone with Luce, we're talking about it, and as they're raiding his house, the news is literally broadcasting like, okay, when they get done with this raid, they're going to uh pretty much let the world know who else is getting picked up before they drop that bulletin. And I'm on the phone with him and he dropped the bulletin and we see his face on there. We're like, what the fuck? And Luce was like, he started immediately tripping and he was like, this is the reason why I disassociate myself with certain individuals, because here it is, I was associating myself with people who was talking about this open case for the last 2-3 weeks on some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, boom, now I'm involved in this shit. You know what I mean? And then 30 minutes later, they hit the homie. And you can pretty much tell they they
Set
they
him
had
up.
eyes on him. They was watching them, right? They was watching them. I mean, I
Yeah.
can guarantee they watched him from no jumper all the way to where he lived. They was already watching him. You know what I mean? So
So even whoever like I don't know what was going back and forth. To me, it sounded like a setup. They could be doing this
right,
whole like a setup because they know it's social media. They talk about podcasts, so they
right.
could put the bait out there to have an excuse to do to do what they're doing. Because what is the charge? I still don't even really know what is the charge.
I mean, I mean, they're trying to hit him with something he talked about on the jumper. Like I said, uh, what you said, that's entertainment. You know what I mean? I was just saying it for entertainment. You know what I mean? So whatever they're trying to hit him with, it's not gonna stick. They can say whatever they want to say. Uh, we know as far as content creating, like I said, 85% of this shit be plays. Motherfuckers know how to put shit in place to where people gonna click on it, like it, and view it. We all know that. You know what I mean? So that's gonna play in his favor. You know what I mean? But they try to hit him with some shit he said on no jumper, and that's 100% beatable. So
Hold on a minute. That's stupid. If they're
right,
using no jumper, they're gonna lose.
right. I mean,
If they're
that's pretty
using
much
no
that's why we
jumper.
like we know it's gonna take some time. You know what I mean? But we're 100% confident the homie gonna be home. So
I think so too. I have a
right,
feeling. I feel so. So you were like talking to him the same time when like they were like
yeah.
coming.
I was on the phone with him, bro, when they got him, bro.
That's
They they
crazy.
they left. You know, once the bulletin came down, he started tripping on the phone. Like he was talking about two individuals. Y'all probably who already know who I'm talking about. And
Mm.
the homie was, concerned about what was gonna happen. And within 30 minutes, bro, I was on the phone with him and that motherfucker clicked right off, bro. And next thing you know, that's when the video hit. He got arrested, bro. So
Yeah, man, that's clearly someone set it up, man. Clearly, people,
right,
like you're saying, they're watching, they're collecting, and then
right,
they just waited, and then they done their move, man. That's
right.
that's that's crazy. So what does I don't know what Wack feels about this? Is he support like is he showing support like Adam 22 saying like free up loose?
Well, as far as I know right now, because they kind of bumped heads over the situation with the homie house getting swatted. That's where
Mm,
Luce and Whack had their differences because Luce felt like you was as far as you being my homie, you should have checked on me. And Whack was more on someone like trying to run content on Canon. So that's where they bumped heads. But as far as the information I know now and what I've spoke to with Canon on the phone for the last couple of days, they are still associating with Whack. Whack has been supporting the whole situation. Um, he's actually doing his part on his end. And I had a little issue with Whack online in the last 3 or 4 days, and due to what he's doing now for the homie, uh, Cannon has told me like lay off, and I left it at that. So he's actually helping at the moment, honestly.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've
So
been hearing he's helping him, man. Because I
right,
heard that he talked to who was he talking to? I don't know. I seen something. I don't know if it was Big U's wife or some shit like that. He
right,
put some recording shit up on there, and he was like, she was calling him, telling him the business. He wasn't.
right,
You could hear. You could tell she was telling him the business. I don't know why. Like
right.
if by talking like that will make Big U have a better situation. You get what I mean? Like I
I
just
mean, I don't
seen
know. As
like.
far as Whack and Big U, I know Whack and Big U don't get along. You know what I mean? As far as that situation, but I know Whack is doing his part to make sure that Cannon can get home. As far as what I've heard over jail phone calls and with Ken and wife, and
Mm,
what just transpired recently with me and Wack, for me to say what I'm saying is is
mm.
accurate because I was at a point with Wack where I was like, fuck you, like I'm good on you, But as of right now, Wack is actually a helping hand, so I'm not even gonna bash him right now.
So yeah, because recently like he done a pod with academics,
Right.
Vlad, a whole bunch of the I forgot who else. It was,
Oh yeah, they was
Adam
just on no
22.
jumper. Yeah, yesterday.
So
Yeah.
it's like to me, I'm gonna just say it's like after this whole this is a big media whatever event. It's everywhere. All these top content creators meet. It's like kind of
Right.
like me looking. I just have to say it's kind of funny to me. You see all these guys all together. You never really see like that
Right.
after this big event. It's like for Adam 22 to be in the like he was in the club, but it's like he's getting this
Right.
attention from academics. Who there said
No, you're
Vlad?
absolutely right.
Uh,
Academics was actually boasting and bragging about how long it's been since he's been there. So
yeah,
what you're saying is like accurate. Like all of a sudden you got these
Trap Boy
big people all
Laras or whatever.
right, right. Yep, they all.
It
No, go
just
ahead. My fault.
seems
Yeah,
funny to me. All of them are there. That's
Right.
like a induction with Adam 22. That's what I see. Like some type
It
of,
looks like a celebration type shit.
yeah, celebration
Right.
type of shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. You never
Right.
see them join together for anything,
At
but after
all.
this whole
Right.
thing happens, they're celebrating. It's like they were like
Man,
Big U
I
was
look at
the
it
one
like
who
this.
was taking money from them.
I look at it like this. The moment Loose Cannon and Brick Baby decide to actually sit down and settle their differences, they get hit the next day. So that's what I look at. I'm like, okay,
Uh,
that's kind of strange. Like why that at that moment? You know what I mean? Like there was so many other moments where that could have happened. Why did they Brick Baby and Loose Cannon sit down, they get hit the next morning? You know what I mean? Like
that's true
so
because they're they,
right.
they, they never were like cool before, but they were on the show together for
Right. I mean, they
approval.
Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they had a certain relationship. Like when they would speak over the phone, you wouldn't even think they was enemies. But to get them two to sit down together, it I wouldn't say it was because of them two. It was more of Loose Cannon Whack relationship with Whack. Whack and Brick Baby just don't get along. And I
Mhm.
feel like Brick Baby didn't trust the relationship between Loose Cannon and Whack. And I feel like Brick Baby felt like if I do certain business with Loose, I can fuck around and get backdoored because of Whack. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
once the whole situation with Loose and Whack bumping heads, I think Brick Baby got a little more comfortable with Loose saying, "Okay, we can sit down at No Jumper and get this done." And actually went up. You know what I mean? That No Jumper show was actually lit, and then boom, they get hit the next day, and it was over with. So
Yeah, because I think right now the energy that no jumper now because of this,
right,
like it or not, it's gonna be bigger than ever. Like you're saying, it's just gonna make more people tune in because this whole
right,
other story of the Rico. There, it's like a movie. Didn't they say the Rico and all this other stuff? So people who
right,
never was into maybe the podcasts are getting promoted into the podcast world right now because of Adam 22, this white guy. Let's be straight up. You have Vlad, another big guy in hip hop. He's the biggest.
right, right,
For Vlad to come there and
right,
academics, it's like this is the club. The only guy who's
right,
missing is Joe Budden.
all right.
He's the
You
only
know,
one
they even
missing.
what was the other one they had that's from overseas? Trap Lord, right?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, they even had him there, right?
I swear the only one missing was Joe Budden.
Right. But what I see is a celebration. That's how I see it. You
Yes,
know what I
you're right.
mean? People can
But
say what they
why?
want to say, but that's what I see. I don't know. It's just
Are
weird to
they the
me.
ones who
You know
are
what I mean?
getting are they the ones who are getting extorted by Big U? That's the only thing I would think. Like all of
All
these
right.
guys who come to LA, what they're saying, like Vlad or any of them had a studio. Did they get punked? That's why
Right.
they're celebrating in a way. I don't know. It's just speculation.
Speculation.
Right.
I was just about to say that.
Speculation.
I'm right.
Because I'm just finding it funny after this whole thing. I don't know. People are gonna later on. We're talking about it down to earth. Later on, people are gonna bring this up that all these guys, maybe by tomorrow, because the algorithm. Why did they all come together on
Right.
Adam 22's show? What big
Right.
event happened so big that they all had to come together?
That's crazy. I mean, we shall see, man. Like it's a lot of man. When it comes to this internet shit, it gets real tricky, man. People
Hate,
like you say are gonna
hating at his
speculate,
finest.
right?
Or
But
is
I,
it
like
to
I said,
make
I see a celebration, bro.
or
Like,
is it to make it
yay!
look legit, more legit? Like, oh yo, let's help Adam 22 because by doing this now, maybe the
Right,
feds won't look into Adam 22 any too much, or they won't bother him because he has all these professionals
right,
in this, coming to his place too.
right,
I don't know. Something he's doing with the algorithm. I'm just saying. What do you
right.
think, Russ? I don't know if you heard of it. All of these guys came together recently. Adam 22, academics, who
I,
else?
I I
A
think
whole
I
bunch
did
of
Trap
them.
see it. I
Lore.
didn't watch it though, but I
I
caught a
didn't
clip.
watch it, but I seen them.
All right.
I mean, it's kind of strange, I guess, because it's like, what are they celebrating? Like, I don't
All right.
get it. And
I
most and most
noticing that.
most of them, I really don't really fuck with most of them anyway. Well, all of them. I don't really follow all of them. Like Vlad, whoever was the
No,
fucking.
I'm not gonna lie. I watch Vlad interviews. So
He get
I'm not gonna lie.
he used to get good guests, but now it's more like a repetitive. Like he'll have like the same guests over and over and over. He
Yeah.
used to get some dope original guests, but now it's I don't know.
And then
It's,
academics is there who's always on doing the same thing, right? Always talking, but
All
he's
right.
like
I,
the one
I,
of the
I,
top.
I don't watch. I don't fuck with him.
I know
Nah,
you don't fuck with
To
him.
academics.
nah.
Academics, yeah, academics. He was there too. So I'm
Right.
just saying. But anyways though, free loose cannon, man. Just hopefully,
A mandatory, man. Free loose cannon, man.
you don't want to see no man lock, especially he has his wife fighting for him
Off the
outside.
bat.
You get what I mean?
Right. Right.
And other people are fighting. All of us fighting for the man because they will nowadays. You can't believe nothing they put on this whole thing because anything they can make up.
Right.
They can make up anything with the internet, and they're using Adam 22's show for this situation. That
Right.
people have to really look on it. They're using. I read the description. They're blaming podcasts. They're using the podcast now to say that's where they got the evidence from.
Right.
So
I
now
mean,
other people
if
who go
you
on
think about it,
podcasts,
anything that's a public platform, that you gotta be mindful that it's so many different people from different walks of life watching it. People that's for you, people that's against you, people that's utilizing everything you say against you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like be mindful. You feel me?
Right.
At least for the person that's for anybody, really, especially if you got your hands and shit that ain't for the public to know. You
Hmm.
feel me? So
I think the
shit.
difference is though, in just in hip hop culture, or well,
Hmm?
urban street
No.
culture, we just reckless, and we don't like for instance, when the Italian mobsters speak about their shit, it's like the statute of limitations is way, you know what I'm saying? It's mostly like
Right.
stories from back in the day, but
Right.
within the modern day street urban culture and the online shit, it's
Right.
everything that's going on today. A couple hours ago, nigga. Like that's what niggas is talking about on a live. It's crazy, man. It's
Yeah, man,
crazy.
that shit different.
so it makes you wonder this is really big. People have to look on it. If they're using a podcast, that means I don't know how it works other ways. There's other guys threatening people online. I'm talking who are trying to use it as clout. I don't know if you heard about the Kanye West getting threats from the guy from up here, the
Right.
guy named Five.
Yeah.
These guys texting him, and I don't know if they got his phone number. So isn't that maybe because they're up in Canada, but wouldn't that be similar where the authorities would say that's threatening? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like this man is actually text. These guys are texting people and showing it. You're threatening.
It's all entertainment. It's entertainment.
Okay.
Well, I
So
mean,
that
yeah,
if
it can be looked at as the same thing, but I think when it comes down to shit like that, it's got to be somebody behind it. Everything that's that was done as far as no jumper, there was a certain individual who was linked to that, and this certain individual was considered a notorious person in Los Angeles, which is Big U. So if you can attach what Top Five and Kanye is doing to this notorious person who's known for already doing this type of shit, then that's how they will get you. You know what I mean? They just got to attach it to a certain individual.
see it's happening, but he's
Right.
linked to the same energy, that same guy, as much as people might not like whatever
Right.
his background. This man just came out of jail just 3 weeks ago
Right.
for whatever, a gun charge, and after before that he have a whole couple years locked
Yeah,
and
but you
still
you got to
fight.
understand, we're comparing Top Five to Big U. There's no
Yeah, you can.
comparison
No,
at
no,
that
there's no
point.
comparison. No,
Right.
yes,
So we're looking at somebody who, like I said, is notorious in Los Angeles compared
yeah.
to somebody who, is just getting recognition as far as being somebody that puts in work for Drake. You know what I mean? So now you give Top Five 10 years from now and he keep doing the shit he doing. Now there's a problem. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and sweep this dude. That's how that works. You know what I mean? So
Facts. Yo, brothers, down to earth. Anything you want to say before we come off the spaceship, yo?
Just a lot of information, man. Definitely. A lot of
Yeah, this was
information.
a dope podcast, man. A lot of
appreciate
jewels,
it,
a
man.
lot of knowledge.
About to
Yeah,
Um,
man.
digest,
Respect to
man.
Draco for earlier. He tapped out,
Right.
but
It's
shout
all
yeah,
out to
good.
man. Respect
Draco.
for all of you coming through, man. Like, yo, tell the people like where they could connect with you if you have any socials in it or anything.
My socials as far as Instagram is IBM Hoodlum, man. IBM H004LUM, man. If you guys are supporters of Loose Cannon, man, hashtag free Loose Cannon. Right now, we're trying to uh get his lawyer in place as far as getting him the legal team that he needs. So we are currently accepting donations to make that happen, man. So if you do support Loose Cannon and you want to help as far as his legal team, DM me, or you can DM his wife Sharice Mills. Like I said, my Instagram is IBM Hoodlum H004LUM. So IBM H004LUM.
Bless up.
Yeah, man, and you can find me on Instagram, Two Faces, spelled TWOFACES, the number one, then tier, Two Faces, one tier, 2400, and even on Facebook, you can hit me at Brent Street Finley, BRANDTST Finley FINLEY. So again, like I second everything Hoodlum said pertaining to hashtag free loose cannon. And you could DM my boy or his wife for the information, to help assist in getting our boy up out of there, man. And yeah, you just look out for more IBM world shit, man. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, man, we're gonna keep connecting. That's what we do,
Don't
networking,
know.
yo. When we
Don't
do
know.
this, we just build with people. That's what we gotta do.
Right.
Network, brothers from the
Exactly.
six all the way to California, LA, whatever. That's what we gotta do. So, yeah, much respect. We'll connect again too as things
We
develop. You
appreciate
know.
Hey,
everybody for
appreciate it. Yeah,
tuning in.
appreciate having us, man. I like it over
Appreciate
here,
you.
man. You guys are amazing people.
Definitely.
Um,
Appreciate
It's
that,
good
I'm
man.
vibes.
definitely gonna make sure I promote y'all, man. You guys are great people, man, and I figure y'all need more exposure than what y'all have, like
Thank
because
you.
this
Thank
is
Respect.
you,
dope over
brother.
They
here, bro.
came with nothing but
Yeah.
good energy ever since
Right,
I even logged in.
and
They was
it's
just
and it's
like good
crazy because
vibes.
it's like the people like this don't have the shine they need, bro. Because
Hmm.
people are
But
focused on the negative shit. When if you
Yeah.
and
can
that's
put
what it's like.
they
Like
right,
you can make a difference. We can make a
right,
difference behind promoting them like they promoting us. You feel me? And we
right,
just socialize and network, like you said. And the
right,
people that follow us, you feel me? Hopefully they drop a like and subscribe and follow y'all,
right.
man. And we're gonna keep it going. You feel me?
Yeah, man, we're
Right.
coming, man. Trust me. Always networking, always growing. Bless up to you, two brothers and
You already know, man. Salute
Draco.
to y'all, bro.
We're gonna go out with this
Assalamu
Down to Earth
alaikum.
Podcast Network.
For real, for real.
Please
And before we
subscribe on
go,
all
this is how we end it like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message.
Yeah,
Nation,
Shemai.
what?
Much respect.
You already know, man. Free loose cannon, man. Let's go.